All right, we are live. Back on my
Yay.
Cook Asteroid. All that we got Superplayer 532, Waluigi making his grand return. Wario, of course, and Zenko.
I don't have a noise.
It's okay. That's a good noise. That's what you just did there. That's good. Like smiling friends. I couldn't think of anything to say. Oh, it's okay, man. You need to say anything. You're good. But we're doing another tubering, which is the part of this horrible podcast where we look at really bad videos and respond to them. Um, well, I don't know if like they actually the people making it are gonna ever treat it like we're responding to them, but it doesn't matter. It's just fun to talk about. This is one that appeared in, I believe the first person to inform me was MondayMan, right? Like, and he recommended.
That's correct.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, he's the one who found it. It's called "The Only Seven Masterpieces Ever Made" by MH. What is that? Mhswoocer? I don't know.
Let's just call him Swooker for now.
Swooker, yeah. It's obviously right off the bat, like there's some problems, like with the title. Like obviously, it's just impossible. As time goes on, there will be, better things made, better for worse, of course. But I don't think it's like sure it could be a permanent best. I believe it's maybe possible to try to come up with the best in like a category in a certain time frame, maybe. But that's not what this video does. It kind of completely misses the point, and he makes up an insane set of rules that these games in the list have to apply to be validated, and then he just doesn't follow them at all, and then just invalidates the entire video altogether by the end. Which I skimmed it. I did not watch the whole thing. We're gonna watch the whole thing now. Oh, hello, Ben Stro. Who's Ben Stro in the chat? We have a newbie amongst us. Where furry? I predicted the furry. Wait, Gabe, are you talking about Zenko? I must know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's on about.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, but you don't have the right yet to complain about that stuff given your history. Okay, maybe someday, not today. I guess we'll start this. It's a 26-minute video, so which means it's gonna take us at least an hour to get through it, probably. But let's see. He has some how the night going on song.
Nowadays, basically every game is a masterpiece. Game of the year? Yeah, that's a masterpiece. 10 out of 10 on IGN? Gotta be a masterpiece.
No.
No. Oh, these have to be. He has to be like just like doing a bit,
Too
right?
much
IGN.
Or ironic or something. Yeah, because no one takes IGN seriously anymore. Like IGN just gave mixtape like 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 or something. 10 out of 10. Like they're clearly not. Yeah, not. Actually, if I heard anything, the rule is if IGN rates anything high, that means it's bad, and like vice versa. So yeah.
I think he's just trying to say like it's bad that people are calling everything masterpiece.
Yeah, I would agree.
Called it a masterpiece. To be fair, I was right. But when everything is a masterpiece, nothing is.
Yes. Okay. There. Good point. Because people do overuse this word, but I have to think that this video is unfortunately part of the problem.
I don't know.
It's so peak, peak fire, bro.
If we get like thousands of games coming out a week, and one of them every few months is good.
What do you mean, poop socks?
You can make the same argument about music, I suppose.
It's more about like how people misuse it. Like masterpiece to me pretty much means your magnum opus. So like as the kids say, peak 10 out of 10. Like it's pretty good, pretty close to perfect. I'm fine with calling things good, but people like using peak as a synonym for like good is I think problematic because like we just keep coming up with new terms. So like everything being perfect, like it's really not a 10 out of 10. If you keep calling everything, it's like he said. If we call everything that, nothing is.
Analyze this imaginary problem by asking masterpieces we currently have and reduce them down to the.
Oh, the video's too quiet. They're saying, "Wario, that was your job." Here, I will boost it. I'll boost the video audio. There we go.
Just 7 games. What would those 7 games be?
Why 7
masterpieces? Let's get some ground rules out
It's
of the way.
because
Seven.
it's
arbitrarisms.
No, this
It's
is
a
not just list of my
thumbnailism.
personal
You gotta have that on the
favorite.
thumbnail.
Um,
The title.
this-
People click for numbers.
Oh, guys, look,
I forgot
2.6
about
billion
Minecraft
views.
on my list of masterpieces too.
It's
by
like
the way.
those the 7 levels of X type video.
yes. There's a lot of anime channels that do that. The 7 levels of sin in Neon Genesis Evangelion. That's a thing.
Yeah.
That video got like uber popular.
Like this is just a popular
I think
thumbnail
it's because
template
7
right
is
now.
an exceedingly base number.
That's annoying to me. That's annoying to me that you're gonna make a video based off of like a trend. Like, I don't know. It's just not. Is that how like my values, or I think like I'd say any of our values work for making videos. At least in this call, I just try to make like best thing I can. I don't really think about like this stupid 7. Like, wait, wouldn't technically there should be like one masterpiece? Like, isn't that like what you should argue for? But I don't know.
Which you can join to help justify spending hundreds of hours on these videos. That's not to say this is some purely
Wait.
objective and perfect list.
Wait,
Out of the way.
what?
First off, before you say it, no, this is not just a list of my personal favorite games. That
Guys, I'm just gonna say I think it's just gonna be his like 7 favorite games. I can be real. Which you could make a video of. You should have made that. I would like to see. Well, not really. I don't know who you are, but I would rather you make a video on your top 7 favorite games and try to quantify why they're the best things ever. But
list is on my Patreon, which you can join to help justify spending.
Pong is the only masterpiece.
give me money to see what my 7 favorite games are? No. Why would I do that?
Hundreds of hours editing
Hundreds-
this video.
I don't believe him. I don't believe you. I know people who do that. I don't believe you at all. I don't believe this
I'm
is
gonna tell
even
you this-
scripted. If it's scripted, it's bad. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I spent a month and a half making the Final Fantasy IV video. I tracked it. 114 hours on that video.
Yeah, that's like.
All right.
Wait, that was the one that's like.
Are you asking for
4
money?
hours, right? Close to 4 hours.
$0. Yes, $0.
But yeah, add your Patreon because I I like how it says justify spending hundreds of hours, dude. People make stuff for free all
More
the
like
time.
Patreon.
Some people, yes. Sometimes people want to make things just for the art of like getting a point across and convincing people.
How many
as it's a part of
subscribers
the
does this
video.
guy
I don't
have?
know. If I had a choice between spending
me.
40 hours a week on a job and 40 hours a week on making fun things, I definitely would want people to pay me to spend the 40 hours a week on
of
that.
course, but to say it justifies it, like I don't know. I think the work justifies the work, is what I think. Like
Not if it's
necessarily
this
that-
though.
Oh,
Not
Not
if
if
it's just like
this.
slop thumbnail, clickbait, only X number things.
Well, hold on,
ever.
Wario. We're not that. You're preemptively judging it, and I would never do that. We gotta see what he's gonna say. It might be a good video that does justify Patreon money, I guess. I don't know.
I think you guys are predisposed to hate it, but
No, I mean,
This is
I
the
did.
manner of thing I would never click
Well,
because
I'm-
there's so
I'm kinda-
there are thousands like it, and this one is not mine.
I am.
There's just
I am.
thousands of them.
I'm with Wario on that, and also
Without my
I
slop,
skimmed it,
I am
and I know his
useless.
points. I know
Without
some
me,
of
my
his points.
slop is useless.
I'm slop, and that's poop. I'll never be poop slop, and that's not
Yeah.
poop.
hundreds of hours on these videos. That's not to say this is some bias in here by virtue of me being, well, a human, but I tried to stay as true to my methodology as I could. This task was practically impossible, and it only got more challenging the further down the rabbit hole I went. Eventually, though, I
Yeah.
was able to come up with a methodology that feels as close to
I
accurate as
just
can
think right
make
now,
it.
I know your
let's
methodology
start
doesn't
there.
make sense,
What
but
exactly
let's see
is
it.
this methodology? How did these games make the list, and what am I prioritizing here? Well, I've done some research on masterpieces and narrowed it down to 7 essential attributes that make a game
Can
a
we see the
treat.
research?
7. 7.
What's-
some research. There aren't
what-
links in his description. I'm just watching the video.
I
don't have
Where's
the
the-
video up.
Here,
Where's
someone
the works
can check
cited
for that if you want.
page?
If someone can unironically check if you want the links in the group, but
Is there an annotated bibliography?
so I'm getting ahead of ourselves, but I know he doesn't cite his research in the video, which I think he should cite, like as to how he quantified that these are the magical 7 essential.
Oh right, we did
attributes.
talk about these attributes in
Yeah,
the server earlier.
yeah, no,
Oh.
it was because I was like I couldn't believe it because like 3 of them are like the same thing. Here, I'll let him get through them.
I was about to say,
Make these
let's
less like boxes
give
to
people
check
credit.
and more like a single large bucket to fill. A game doesn't necessarily require all 7 attributes, it just needs enough of them together to add up and collectively reach a certain threshold.
What is that? So who's quantifying which ones matter the most per
Okay.
basis? You? We're already.
It's
on
just
the
like a
terrible
because
start.
he's
point-based
the one
system. It's
making
like
the
a
video.
Wario
You're the one
rotten
watching. Is his logic? Would be my logic if I were making it.
The more the problem is that he said that he did research to like quantify it. This is like the way to justify a masterpiece. Like, I don't know. I would rather he like show his research in every category, which is why if you're gonna make a video trying to prove this, it needs to be way longer than 26 minutes because you need to do a lot of work in every one of these attributes of his to quantify it. Like, I mean, this is what some people do. Sorry, I couldn't hear what Waluigi said. That what did you say before? Song boost.
Oh, I said it's like just like a point-based system, like the Wario rottenness scale.
Hey, I know someone who does a point-based system at the end of his
You know,
videos.
the thing is with that though, you can break it if you are
Uh.
good enough on one category. It's like if you're the
Yeah.
most this
just
thing
messing with it.
ever, you win automatically. Also, having the crinkled paper background is like slop tuber
Yeah, I know.
symptom number one.
I wasn't.
Crinkled paper is like.
I'm trying not to be
Instant
super
knowledge.
nitpicky, but yeah, I
No,
also.
it's number 2.
I'm-
It's number 2.
It's number
We
2.
already had-
Oh,
We had
Sorry, let me
Poland
check my
text
list.
already.
oh, you're right. Okay, yes, number 2. I checked the list, the official list that has 7 essential attributes that make a slop tuber that we have that was researched. We figured
The one
it
that
out.
was researched.
No, you're messing with Game Fan chat. I mean, yeah, go for it. It'll be fun. You'll get something out of them.
We see that they have a lot of overlap. It's next to impossible for a game to max out one of these without inadvertently bleeding into another category. Okay, the
It doesn't
attributes
have
are
to
as
be that
Especially if you make the
way.
categories too vague.
influence.
Exactly.
The game needs to have some kind of profound level of influence on the rest of the medium. This is all.
Why? I just right off the bat. Why? Why does-
I'd say
why
most
does-
masterpieces have some level of influence. Like,
Yeah, of course.
if that's a, I mean, part of this is just a problem. If he, instead of masterpieces, if he called these fizzle pop, the only 7 fizzle pops ever made, I think it would be easier for us to agree. But
Fizzle pop. I've never heard of this.
let me turn
No,
the
I get
question
it.
around. What can you think of a masterpiece that isn't influential?
Well, the thing is, like, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but if you want to name, like, a really good game that I think didn't have much influence, I would think of some newer things, like, I mean, Astrobot came out pretty recently, and, like, that hasn't really completely changed the gaming sphere.
Personally, I
Uh,
think
Just Super Mario Galaxy though.
okay, this is where my bias steps in, where I think you can't be a masterpiece until you've proven so retroactively. So I think it's too early
Oh.
to tell for Astrobot.
Well, I don't know, because, like, I think, like, well, that's the problem, because, like, you're saying too early to tell. I think just the product in itself, when it comes out, is, like, that's what it is. Not necessarily,
look,
like,
if I-
over time, like, if it gets more popular or something, then it gets better. No, I think it's just how it is. Like, the game is just, it could be great, it could be bad, it could be whatever. I understand his point of saying that some, like, famous, like, well-made games have influence on the industry. I don't think that quantifies their quality, though. Like, Portal, Mario, all these games he's going to go over, they aren't good because they had influence on the industry. They're good because they were great for their time. They were great games when they came out. They're still pretty good games today, most of them. Obviously, they're kind of overshadowed by better made games over because, you know, it's been like 40 years. But they weren't good because of the time that had passed and everything, you know? It's just, he's trying to say you need to have an influence to, like, justify being a masterpiece. I don't really think so. There's some really made games that aren't really completely changing the media sphere.
I think my question is not how do games need influence, but do masterpieces need influence? I wish we had more concrete definitions of masterpieces in other mediums.
I know. I wish this guy
That
gave me
aren't
a-
video games.
I wish this YouTuber did it like a really solid job of nailing it down, but we haven't. We just got to start. Wait till he sees what else he says. Here.
Often seen through
Gonna put a
imitation or
pin in Ben's
replication,
comment
like Genshin
there.
Impact to Breath of the Wild or Wild Hearts
Yeah,
to
Batting
Monster
Doctor is
Hunter.
good.
A true masterpiece should have influence so substantial that magically removing the game from the timeline would dramatically alter what the medium looks like today. Attribute 2.
Evil
That is.
games.
That's
good.
good. It's just like, again, like so. That means you said dramatically shift the medium. What exactly does that look like? I don't think we're gonna see, because like Elden Ring is one of his 7. Elden Ring hasn't really dramatically changed the medium. Would you guys say? I don't think
I'm
so.
trying to think of some. I would say that about a few games. Crimson Desert, Rise of the Ronin. I think the
You think those are
Yeah,
pulled
there's
from?
those are
definitely
a
a
couple games that I
subgenre
really
of games
would
out
call
there
just
that
Elden
are,
Ring
like-
clones.
Well, like, cause like
No,
Wario,
Code Vein.
not Wario,
Code Vein
Mario.
2, rather.
Mario changing
Code
the
Vein
medium
1.
is like that's totally quantifiable. I could understand, but like Elden Ring is like, I mean,
Elden
it
Ring
pulled.
is-
Sorry, what?
Elden Ring is the perfection of a formula that was patented by Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's made by the same people, right? From software, so it's
And
Yeah.
I think there is some evidence if we take apart the phrase masterpiece to be the piece that was mastered. I think there is some evidence you could say that just the opposite, that a masterpiece should be something that everything else that combined everything else. Again, Benstro said abiotic factor back there. I think that definitely doesn't fall into the influence category when I
Yeah.
doubt anyone else in this chat has heard of it.
Wait,
I,
we're talking
I,
about Masterpiece? I thought you said Mr. Beast.
Cue the minion Facebook image. I actually do know Abiotic Factors. My old roommates have been playing it. Good game. I've seen clips. Yeah.
This is probably the most common use of the term. The game needs to have
Quality,
outstanding
yes.
quality next to its peers.
Yes,
Simply put, a
there we
true
go.
masterpiece should be a very, very good game. Attribute 3.
Sparkle.
You need
That was the most. Okay, again, that was so big. It needs to be good. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Please say more. I don't think that's it.
I mean, there can be a game that's both. There's a film both. I'm trying to think of a good film that's both influential and unique, but low quality.
Transformers
I
2007.
don't know.
Something like
how about
The Princess Bride,
2001:
that's
A
like a
Space
low budget.
Odyssey?
Pizza Planet. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of examples, but I just mean like I want him to like quantify way more what that means. What does it mean that a game is like of outstanding quality compared to its peers? Give like some examples. Like I don't know. It's very
Strong
surface
balance.
level. Like, big. Well, no,
Difficulty curve.
no,
I
I know.
don't know.
I agree with you. I'm saying I want him to say these things. So like, 'cause
But
when,
fair
gets to-
enough.
when he gets into the list, it gets really vague.
This is a weird one, but the importance of
Uniqueness
Bellatro!
of novelty.
Bellatro!
Bellatro! It can't be overstated or
Game
can't be
fan.
understated. Small thing. I just want to.
Rejoice.
Okay, at least you fixed it. I'm glad. I don't know why. Wait, if you're gonna like, hold on. If you're gonna go back and edit your video to have these graphics, why not just re-record the line? I don't know.
You'll really start to see these attributes blend together, as oftentimes the most unique
Dude, I
games
remember
also
playing
tend
You're
to be
Kidding
some of the
right
most
back in
influential if they're
1996.
successful
Aw.
enough. Attribute 4.
Unique. Wait. So novelty? I don't. Why does a game? Wait. I'll go that one last time. I'm not gonna pause it
Okay,
all the way through this
if
time.
Actually,
Elden
listen
Ring,
to him instead of making fun of his.
if Elden Ring is
can't.
on the list, then that attribute doesn't count because we just talked about Dark Souls and Bloodborne, of course. It's not a novel concept; it's just a good concept.
And that's why he said at the beginning of the video that this isn't a checklist; it's a series
a bucket
of buckets
to fill
for
or something.
value, for masterpiece value to fall into.
Which already is interesting that he said that, coupled with the fact that these are the 7 essential attributes. Like, well, I want to know what justify these being the 7. I want to know who's like and what are the circumstances that why you're combining like
He said
which
he
attributes
researched it.
together.
That's as much information. as we're
I
gonna get.
don't think he did. I think his research was sitting staring at the ceiling for 5 minutes and he like figured these out or something. I don't. Okay, sorry. Uniqueness or novelty. Let's see.
But the importance of doing something new and exciting really can't be understated. This is where we'll really start to see these attributes blend together, as oftentimes the most unique games also tend to be some of the most influential if they're successful enough. Attribute 4.
Yeah, but that's not always the case, right? Like, there's games that have tried new things that are terrible. Like,
The
sometimes
CDI.
we say
Zelda games, absolutely. They were. What an interesting blend of
What,
like
boy?
adventure
Rope?
gameplay
Bombs? You wanted?
we're getting
and
captured.
platforming that was absolutely wrecked by sheer horrible quality.
I just don't like saying a game needs to have some unique or like some novelty to it. That's not even true. Like, how many great games are there that are doing things that other games have done before? Like there's so many games that are people are beloved that are seen as masterpieces that are just like essentially better refined versions of older games. Like what about remakes? What happened? Like
Elden Ring is a refinement, as we've said too many
What
times
about
already.
Wario Land 4?
what about Mario Land 4? Yeah, I mean, how about
Wario Land 4 is definitely a
what
refinement.
about remakes in general? Like the Dead Space remake. Like that is like objectively like better looking, not exactly better made, but it is pretty much identical to the original game in terms of like, you know, the story, the identity, dialogue and all that. But it is a new separate game still. So now what?
What about the new Star Fox?
I don't know anything about Star Fox. But
Why did,
I'm-
here's a
Masterpiece,
tangent.
10 out of 10.
Why did they change the design for the Illumination movie and then change it again for Switch 2 Star Fox?
oh, did they actually do that? I haven't
Yes.
seen
Oh,
the
yeah.
newest. Oh, okay.
Done.
that's-
We should do
context,
another
the new
podcast of
Star
the
Fox
directs at
game
some
is
point.
like the third remake of Star Fox in a row.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know it was that crazy.
It's like they're all remakes of the first game.
There's only
You
like
mean the
3
third
different
game?
games in the whole thing.
GameFan says this research was ChatGPT. I think that's not impossible these days. Like, you know, like ChatGPT. What are the essential attributes that make a masterpiece? And like just gives these. I don't know.
No.
I'm not gonna accuse him of that just yet though.
You gotta read it in the Zach Little or Zane Little voice.
I mean,
have you ever seen that video?
no, I don't know. You
That's
take a crack at
a
it.
good video.
I don't. Bro,
ChatGPT, what are the attributes that require a video game to be a masterpiece?
I believe this.
I need
Okay,
to
that's
send you that
before.
A
video.
masterpiece should
timelessness? Wait, what about a game that was made like yesterday? Then what? I don't. This can't apply to
And this
anything
is
new.
further reason why we can't have new games as list new games as masterpieces in according to this line of logic.
Yeah, which isn't fair. Like, cause
Oy.
like, what about like even games that came out 5 years ago? I don't know if I'd say they're timeless, like because we don't know. So like, identifying something as timeless is also vague. Like it's just, I don't know. Like again, I think it's possible given enough time and how well you word what you're saying, you could actually quantify what makes something timeless and make a cool video about like timeless games. But I don't think it's gonna happen here. I just don't believe him.
Wouldn't really much. Sure, tech gets better, that's inevitable. Yet a masterpiece from
Yeah.
30
I
years
know that
ago
game.
should still be a fun game.
Dude,
today.
it's the game!
Attribute
I
5.
recognize from the
Final
video
Fantasy
essay.
6 not shown, video ruined.
Okay, impact.
I was about to say impact and influence.
Yeah, I know. Like
I'm
right
waiting
there,
for this.
there it is. Yeah, let's see how we.
This is more about copying and taking clear inspiration from something. Impact represents some kind of paradigm shift that was directly caused by the release of that game.
No! It's the same thing. That's what you said for influence. You said because because he had the timeline example where he removes it from. It's like, oh look, it had a major shift in like all these games. That's what you just said. You said a shift that was directly caused by the release of the game. It's right there on the screen in caption. I don't know if anyone else has captions on, but that's what he said. It's the same thing. I don't. Okay, here's Pong.
Pong, for example, has relatively low influence, but arguably the highest impact of any video.
What do you mean it has low influence? How are you? That doesn't make sense. Everything, like, not everything, but most games are like influence on Pong.
Yeah, just because not every game that came after Pong is Pong doesn't mean that Pong didn't have an influence on non-Pong games.
Yeah, it's just, and again, it's just more confusing when you're saying, oh, it has high impact but low influence. Like, but you just quantify the impact and influence are the same exact thing by your own definition, anyways. Why?
Maybe I'm not listening well enough, but
I
Metal Gear
Clearly.
Rising, Maxor quote in the comments.
wait, what?
Never mind.
Okay. Oh, is Ben someone we know, or is he just like popping in? I don't know who this fella is.
He's the roommate who was just making me play Metal Gear
Oh!
Solid 5.
Hello, Zenko roommate. Metal Gear, good games. Continue to.
Game being
Let's see what
first.
your attributes.
Attribute 6.
Give it-
Universality. Anyone from any background should be able to immediately appreciate why this game is special. It's not just
What?
great
And
for
we've lost
JRPG
Elden
fans
Ring.
or puzzle
Yeah, we just already. Anyone from any background should be able to appreciate why it's special. Why? What does that have to do with the game?
Okay, so say I go over to Nigeria. And I show
Richard,
Richard Wario
like
Land
Richard.
Elden
4.
Ring.
And Richard, this is the best game ever, Richard. And he looks at me.
give me
"I
some
don't
Steam.
really understand.
How
Give
does
me
the
some
game
Steam."
How does the game give me Steam?
Like,
I think
Uh,
Richard would
how-
like Final Fantasy VII. He would recognize Cloud at least.
he would.
Cloud Snipe.
We
give me
now
money.
just okay. So apparently,
You'd be confused
aspect
why there's
number
no
7 is
Dunsparce, though.
spikiness of the main character's hair.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man.
wait,
Where
no,
is
that's too
Dunsparce?
positive to Kingdom Hearts.
How's Minecraft up there then?
Yeah, I don't. I'm so like I understand Minecraft has a great impact and influence. I understand why he's already gonna see it as one of the 7 according to his own metric.
Oh,
But,
wait. I was referencing the spiky hair thing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't-
How's Minecraft up there?
I'm gonna finish this whole.
puzzle game fans. It's something that practically anyone who people would like that. It's
Wait, what?
Shader detected. Opinion rejected.
Yeah, no, like immediately for me, like no, like Shrek U, like that doesn't make any sense because what about games that like, because you just said it's not just for JRPG puzzle fans, but like, not everyone likes Elden Ring, and that's okay. Like a lot of people struggle with like getting into that really like difficult Dark Souls style combat. Like I even found it really hard to do, and I don't really like it that
Just
much.
parry them.
I just parry. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I think it's bad though. It's like so now what?
Here's
Yeah, I'm
So,
not
so
really into those games.
a game needs to be appreciated by everyone? I don't think so. I don't. That's okay, and that's cool.
There's
That's what
nothing
makes
to be
people
appreciated
different.
by everyone.
Is there any game
It's
that's
not a good
appreciated
thing
by
to be
everyone?
targeting.
Yeah,
It's a
I
bad
don't.
thing to be targeting. You need
Like
to be targeting being really good to the type of people who like the thing you like.
I guess so.
That you're
Also,
making.
also, he's being just vague enough that he's saying like simultaneously, oh, anyone could say, oh yeah, I can see why people like that, and saying that it can be appreciated by not only this specific group of fans. He said JRPG fans and puzzle game fans. So which is it? Is it accessibility for people, or is it like people acknowledging that other people can like it. Because like, what does that matter? I'm here. Like, I'll let him say it. Just listen to what he's saying really quick, because it's just confusing. By the way, this is gonna be the most arduous part of this video. I'm gonna let him just ramble after this, because these are the biggest things that he bases everything off of. Following this point.
It's not just great.
Oh, are you paused it? Back a bit, actually.
I resumed it.
Should be able to immediately appreciate why this game is special. It's not just great for JRPG fans or puzzle game fans. It's something that practically anyone who's ever touched a video game can look at and go, yeah, I can see why people would like that. It's sort of
Wait,
like
what's
how
the
when
thing
I
for
show
puzzle
this image
games?
on
I
screen,
missed the.
Like, oh, exactly.
Doesn't want
That's why it's
to be
confusing.
specifically puzzle game aimed, I
Virtual
guess.
being the
Here, I'll
first.
do
Yeah,
it
so
one
he
more
has
time.
Xenoblade X, which only
Universality.
JRPG
Anyone
fans
from
would
any
like, but
background should be able to immediately appreciate
Oh,
why
yeah,
this
Baba
game is special. It's not
O'Reilly
just great for JRPG
for
fans
the-
or puzzle game fans.
yeah.
okay,
It's
Baba
something
is
that
used. That's a
practically
legitimate
anyone who's
criticism.
ever touched a video game can look at and go, yeah, I can see why people
Baba
would like
Oscar.
that. It's sort of like how when I show this image on screen, basically everyone knows I'm about to beg for subs because I want
Okay.
a whole slab of metal.
Please,
Finally,
please
actually-
perish.
Yeah,
Please
I yeah.
perish.
I'm gonna say
I
just
didn't
perish.
get. I don't get the connection. That was a
I-
connection.
Just listen.
And here
The
is.
metal pipe sound.
He's going
That
insane.
is the
You play the
third
pipe
slop
falling sound.
tuber sign.
We're almost.
Okay, so we've got.
Large subscribe overlay.
Sorry, what's that go?
So we've got influence, quality, quality, influence, influence, quality, and influence.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What takes
We're
what just
doing
takes
it
me off there
again.
is that universality
Oh
is
wait,
like
no,
the
influence,
most
quality,
insane
quality,
thing
quality,
yet.
influence, quality, and influence. That's it.
Is it that it can be accessed by everyone and everyone can enjoy it, or is it that everyone can acknowledge that other people like it? Like, what does that have to do with the game? That's to do
It
with
sounds
like
like
you
the
personally.
latter, the way he was describing it.
But then I'd say like, what does that have to do with the game? Because like that's just up to the people.
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
it is my choice to say whether or not I understand why someone would like something, as opposed to me liking it. It's goofy. And her legacy, guys. It's legacy. Do I even need to like? I mean, come on. We're influence and impact again.
Let's just let this
Hogwarts
poor man
Legacy.
game's story,
say his
how it was
state.
remembered,
Yeah.
and how it continues to impact us decades later, creates a lasting legacy that only a true masterpiece can have. This is perhaps the most nebulous of all
Master
the
Chief
attributes.
can have?
Part of that is because if a game has a truly remarkable legacy,
only 7
it's
Master
probably
Chiefs.
a result
Recorded
of
on Switch.
maxing out at least a few of those other categories. With all of that out of the way, let's
That was I don't even like. It's just the same thing again. It's influence.
Yeah.
So this is all basically like he basically just wanted to say influence is the most important thing without saying it.
No, he just wanted to have 7 things. So
What if he
could
just
answer the
renamed the
title.
video like the 7 most influential games ever made?
So it was like he could have
Yeah,
done that would have been a cool
perfectly
video.
fine.
And that would have
Like
been
he
a cool
actually
video
could have
too.
done that.
He could have, yeah. I don't know why he's holding back. Like, dude, it's okay. You don't have to like try to quantify why these are the 7 best things ever. You could try to make a video about why these 7 games are so influential, and you probably could argue it pretty well too. But no, it's 7, the only 7. There's nothing else. The only 7 masterpieces for all time.
with the very
Let's see.
first game, the one that stars arguably the most iconic character in gaming. So check this out, the year is 1985, and gaming is, for lack of a better word, cooked, at least in North America, thanks to a nightmarish combination of studio closures, oversaturation, and a near total
This is
lack of quality
1986.
control.
You
The
fail.
industry's
Yeah,
future was
also, I don't know why
uncertain
we're
to
getting
say
a
the
history
least.
lesson.
Despite all the doom
You don't have
and
much
gloom, though,
time.
situations like these often leave the door wide open for a new challenger to approach and
This is
shake things up, which
2025.
is
You
exactly
fail.
what a friendly plumber was getting ready to do. A company that would become synonymous with
This is
gaming planning their
1981. You
biggest
fail.
venture yet, one that would catapult them straight to the very top of the industry.
Wait,
the
why do you-
Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, this is what
Yet
it
this
is, okay.
console
Is
wouldn't
that
have done
1985?
nearly as well if it wasn't
That
for
came
the
out in
game
America?
spearheading its launch. The
Yes,
first of
this
our
is
7
correct.
true
There we go.
masterpieces
Yeah,
is Super
85
Mario
is for
Bros.
Super
Now,
Mario
if I may
Bros.
ask you for a moment to consider a question that I promise you is relevant, just give me a chance to explain.
No.
I'd like to take a moment to analyze the conventional attractiveness of Mario. Wait, hold on.
What?
Let me
Okay, let him go
explain.
on.
Mario isn't ugly by any means, but he's no Leon S. Kennedy or Samus Aran or Verso or Island Bercelli Major Hulkenberg. He's kind of just
What?
a guy. I mean,
Dude, you got some problems. I think you need
Yeah,
to.
if he has a
go.
last-
Thanks for sharing.
If he has a last name, it's a massive spoiler. I don't think any of the Expedition 33 characters have last names.
Also, just like, oh yeah, he's no Samus Aran. Like, oh, okay, I don't know what you're going
Yeah,
on
Or
about.
Verso 33.
We're talking about like a 16-bit character sprite from like the 80s. I don't know what he's going on about.
his own
I was
younger
about to
brother,
say,
and
I
while
feel
he may
like
be the
I feel like
Jumpman,
we can't.
You can go, sorry.
Yeah, I feel like appealing to his conventional blue collar appearance on the NES is to build up why the NES game was a masterpiece. I think they didn't even have a picture of him on the box art. They just had a picture of his sprite.
Also,
Yeah.
I could tell he already is going into how Mario
Dr-
looks today when he should be sticking to the original Super Mario game, which he's like, this is the game. This is the Zenko game that he says is a masterpiece. So are we going to talk about that Mario character design, or are we going to talk about what Mario looks like today, which is, I think is a different story, which you could 100% make a really cool video going over the history of Mario design and all that. Like, I don't,
Many
it's not
people
a
have.
problem. I'm sure like tons of people have, and probably better than this, but
Jarvis, pull up the box art of Mega Man 2.
No, please not the European. What was it, the European Mega Man?
Yeah,
I don't. I just think
I'll
it's
send a
it was
picture.
funny. Yeah, I'd like to. I could put it on screen too if you get it. But
He looked like he's been working out in the same gym as Leon. That's exactly it, though. In an article from 2015, the writer Will
what's
Parton
exactly
brings
it?
up this
Oh,
brilliant
come
idea that I think
on.
is
We don't know
extremely
anything
important
about
when
him in that
discussing the impact
game.
of both this game
just
and
hops.
especially its main character.
you're talking about like the like. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, what Mario is to people today, just over time, as
Oh,
opposed
that's
to the
worse
character
than
of
the
the game
Mega
in the
Man
first
1
one.
box art.
Yeah.
That's it. What the heck? Like, I just click and drag this in.
Yeah, feel free. That
I
is
can, yeah, there it is.
that's character design in the 80s. You know, we're talking about pixelated Mario. Nah, check that first. If you really need to know,
There it
I'm-
is.
actually, I don't have the Japan one like on.
It's
standby,
okay.
but it-
I appreciate it though. Luigi, Jesse Mario? What are you talking about? Oh, he's reading the article. Game fans reading there. Okay, I see. I don't know what he's going on about.
Mario is just a guy. The average person that is Leon S. Kennedy, but Mario is short and a little round. A figure that I'd imagine isn't exactly.
Can we stop
He-
glazing Kennedy, please?
Yeah. Also, I don't know why he keeps bringing him up. But also,
Russia
Mario-
Kennedy detected.
I don't know if I'd call. Well, I guess you could call him a little bit fat. Okay, I'll actually let that
Well,
lie because he keeps seen as
Equally,
fat.
he
Also,
lacks a more
Wario appearance on the
complex
video.
backstory or deep and intricate motivations and goals. He simply wants to get to the castle and save his partner from an evil villain. All of this creates something profoundly significant that would shape one of the most important parts of gaming even 40
Wait,
years
Toad is
later.
his partner?
An avatar. The original Mario Bros. Showed us that it's possible to take the player on an adventure where they had a character that acted as their avatar in this world. This idea would be expanded upon in the following decades
least
with
he's his
iconic
own.
heroes like
Okay,
Master
but-
Chief.
Is Mario
not
actually
character-
the
Oh,
very
yeah.
first game to have
The
that?
legendary act of not characterizing. It's so
Not-
complex.
Not at all why Mario is influential. He's in not like Pac-Man. Yeah, you play as a character in Pac-Man. You play as a character in like, so many things. It's not why
'Cause it was a
Mario is
good
influential. It's
game.
the platforming. It's a good game.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'd call the
It's the
I
sum
would
of
also
its
call
parts.
the arrow from Asteroids another good example of an avatar whose backstory and motivations are not brought up and who it is easy to project yourself onto.
Yeah. You gotta protect whatever it is you're protecting your planet from the evil aliens. I don't care. Like it could be anything.
It
Also,
doesn't even matter.
my favorite
Maybe
video
you
game
just hate
character
asteroids
is
and wanna
a
see them all
rectangle
vanish.
from Pong. That's my favorite video game character. I could imagine that rectangle to be whatever I want it to be. Again, just to reference, Pong actually isn't the first video game. Like it's one of the earliest, but it's not the first. And I'm blanking what the first video game was actually called now. So I guess I'm kind of a loser for bringing that up. But there are earlier ones. Anyways.
Never see behind the mask, perhaps because that face is meant to be your own. What I believe was the greatest strength of this game,
perhaps.
however, was
Can
its
you-
genius game
moving
design.
past.
The first level has been dissected and analyzed endlessly over the past 40 years, but there's good reason for that. The first Goomba teaches you how to jump, these blocks show you there's a difference between normal blocks and question blocks. They also teach you that small Mario can't break the blocks, but Super Mario can. This pipe is positioned in such a way that the mushroom will bounce off of it, teaching you the physics of this power-up and giving newer players a chance to grab it without having to chase it down. I could keep going, but you probably get it. This ability to teach the player without tutorials or guidebooks was so innovative and effective that it's still a crucial part of most great games today. For example, Elden Ring doesn't have a tutorial telling you not.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a tutorial. You jump down a pit and the game spoon feeds you every single. Oh wait, no, I see where he's going.
No. You
Maybe
are actually
let him
you're actually right
go.
though. The Elden Ring does have a
wait,
tutorial, but you're
compared to Mario, it definitely has a tutorial.
like it actually, if anything,
Sorry,
has a more constricted tutorial than Mario does. But also, I want to say I don't know if I'd say Mario is the very first game to teach you the concept of learning like video game functionality before you get into like the actual game, so to speak. I know it's one of the earliest and one of the most influential. I don't know if I'd say like this is like the very first thing ever, as you know, even Pac-Man. But whatever.
Encounter, yet it does have a crazy powerful boss right outside of the starting area, along with a safe spot within running distance.
After
this
the
acts
tutorial,
like a way
though.
to teach the player that if a boss seems too powerful,
Did
they
you
can
forget
simply
about the
run away.
tutorial
That type
section
of
in
game
Elden Ring?
design comes directly from Mario 1.
think you
It
did.
was breaking the mold and doing things no one had ever thought to do, and for that reason, it's probably the most influential game on this list. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that Avatars.
Why was Zelda?
What?
Why was Zelda fading in? I
Is
saw
that
it.
is that what he's? Is he trying to like correct himself? So like Zelda's the most influential?
I don't know. I saw Zelda like at 5% opacity in that last cut.
Is that what?
Is she not hallucinating?
Oh yeah, well, let's see it. Is he? Are you
Editing
schizo?
error?
Just be a failure of his hundreds
comes
of hours of
directly from
editing.
Mario.
We've been paid more in Patreon, it would have never happened.
Watch carefully.
Thought to do, and for that reason, it's probably the most influential game on this
Yep,
list.
sure enough.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's just an error.
Okay, to
I
be
don't
clear,
know.
Zelda did come out after Super Mario Bros. So his point is still valid in that sense, but I don't know why he's bringing it up in the Mario section if he's not going to elaborate on it. Maybe this is just a mistake.
I think it's just a mistake.
Literally,
I-
I see that.
it could be like the end of the
Game
clip
Fan,
of
was it?
gameplay or
Comments
whatever.
that literally
You
every
just
game
figure
has
out
you play is
gameplay.
not you. I don't think any of you guys have played VR chat then.
Yeah, I mean, there's many
Technically,
games
you're still
where
not
you
you.
can
You're like
yourself.
Marcus the Worm or whatever in that.
Marcus
No, I-
Phoenix,
Clearly.
the worm.
You could
I
choose to
don't
make
like
your
this
model whatever
rock.
you want it to be, I suppose. Again, and I'm just gonna calling it now. This singular thing, like, oh, Mario's most influential because it has like this one core like tutorial mechanic that almost every other game has adapted. And that's why it's the most influential game on the list. Like, well, hold on. There's like a lot more that goes into the sum of a video game that makes things influential. Like, why don't we talk about the character design, the map design, like everything? Or you went into the story a little bit there. Why don't we talk about that? I think Mario is way more influential than you're giving it credit for. Like, I'm not even a Nintendo fan. I know that. Like, there's a ton about it that games are still doing today. So I'm thinking now, all these other games he's going to list, he's not going to go into as deep as he just did for that one singular point, and I wish he did. Which is why, you know, if we're going to make this type of video, it probably shouldn't be just 26 minutes.
List. I'm not going to sit here and claim that avatars wouldn't exist. Nobody would have ever figured out invisible tutorials, or even that the entire medium would have fizzled out in the 80s without this one game. And even if that were true, there's no real way to know. What I can tell you,
That's what you
however,
said
is
in the intro.
That is what you
close
said
to
in the
50
intro,
years
yeah.
ago was so impactful, so world-changing, and so influential that we still clearly see its DNA in games that
Dude, I can't do this. It's immediately. Oh no, I'm not saying it would do this, but you clearly see its DNA. So you are saying it. You
Wait,
just
Zelda!
own your points. Own your points.
Where?
Own the thing.
Zelda's
You're
Just
saying.
there!
says
It's
Zelda right
behind Mario!
You're right.
Oh, he is trying to sneak that. Oh, is this like what he thinks is a funny bit? Like, oh, I actually think Zelda is like the best influential game, but I just won't say it because I won't own any of my points. Oh. Also, yes,
I don't
Benny
really
is saying
understand.
like, influential does
He's
not mean
gonna
a
set up
masterpiece.
some
I
grand
agree.
trick. You guys have way better eyesight than I do.
It's the video isn't perfectly synced for everyone, so here I could do like frame by frame real quick. I'll do a quick pause.
are released.
No, I see it.
That are released
I-
even
okay.
It's
today.
synced
Mario
properly.
is at
You
worst the
guys just have
second
great
or
eyesight.
third most iconic character in gaming, and this was his debut title. Nintendo has been one of the largest gaming companies on the planet
why
since
would
the
you-
80s, and still remains a comfortable member of the big three. Again, I can't peer into alternate timelines.
We don't need you to prove
It was a bit. It was a bit.
I
It was a
can't.
bit.
Why don't you just pick
Wait.
the most influential Mario? Like, you're saying most influential because it's the first one. Why don't you pick, like... Okay, I don't actually know all the facts. Is the very first Mario game, like, the most sold Mario game?
Wait, are we pretending Xbox is one of the big three?
No, it is not.
Yeah,
He
seriously.
means he's talking about Sega, right?
Super Mario
Is that what he
64
said?
is the most sold Mario game, I believe.
So why does he go into that? Because if his argument is about the influence of the character, why not pick the most influential Mario game? Like, that the most kids have played? Because just
Yeah,
the
Mario
first
And the one that
64
really
is big
defined like his
influence.
voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
certain Hotel Mario and the Super Mario Brothers Super Show certainly did not define his voice in the
That's a
long run.
great question, Don. And my answer is
What? What if?
Because there is no answer. I get the bit. It just I don't know. Oh, sorry, Waluigi. Also, I didn't hear you again, Waluigi. What did you say just before that?
Huh? I don't know. Saying something about Mario 64.
Yeah, there's a. I mean,
Oh right.
what about like? I mean, the movie comes Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy is like one of the most beloved Mario games ever, or Sunshine, right?
It's a
Why
lot
don't
better candidate for masterpiece.
Why don't we talk about those? Like, why don't you pick the best Mario game in the category of Mario instead of just the first?
The
I don't
best
know.
Mario game is A Hat in Time.
So let's see if he moves on here. I think I'm about to make
gaming
my
companies on the planet since the 80s and still remains a comfortable member of the Big Three. Again, I can't peer into alternate
Wait, the big three of
timelines.
what? Are we?
I was about to say, does he really?
Mario,
Probably
Sonic,
doesn't happen
and the Winter
without
Olympic
Mario
Games.
1. Let's rewind.
Wait! No!
Those
You
are the
can't
big
do
three.
that. He moved on. He said it was supposed to be the culmination of several attributes, and he only picked influence. All those other things he ignored. It's gone.
One?
What do you mean? No, wait. He picked it. He got influence. He got its impact and legacy. He
Which
got.
are the
Its,
same thing.
he
Impact,
didn't
legacy,
go
and
into
influence.
detail about its uniqueness or novelty. I think.
If that's true,
I feel
then-
like he's
For quality.
The sorry thing he's talking about demonstration. I think the term for that is an anti-piece, and I wish he would have used that term.
There's a
But
lot of terms I wish he'd use, and like.
I don't know if
he's-
anti-pieces are necessarily unique to Mario. I could be wrong there.
So I am also just like kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but this is what he does to the whole video. Each game essentially masters one attribute each. So Mario is his influence. That's so, and then the other games will be like quality, and impact, and universality. Like Minecraft is like universality, I think. Just trying to remember.
They're the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, pretty much. Like even though
I
he
hate
said,
Minecraft, man. I need to I have like 10 mods minimum to play it.
I mean, Vintage Story is also a pretty good, Minecraft clone. I recommend.
Ooh,
it's
I've
probably
been
good.
meaning to look into it. Glad I got a recommendation.
Oh, it's great. But all this to say, he started the video with saying that these 7 attributes are what build this little imaginary bucket in my head that quantifies why it's a masterpiece. But the actual video isn't me like figuring out the sum of these attributes. It's actually each game in the 7 fulfilling one of the 7 attributes. So Mario is his like influence one. So
I
I
don't
mean,
think this is a skits dive anymore. This is an idiot dive.
oh,
Aw,
this isn't
name
even this.
calling.
This isn't even the Schizdive series. It's the Tuber. But that's pretty much
Tubering.
Schizdive.
I'm so glad we have a different name for it, so we don't have to call anyone names.
I don't. I'm not. I mean, I'm holding back a lot, but yeah, I'm just. He's not. I'm not calling this man super intelligent of how this is going.
He just slap tube. He knows most people won't think about it this hard, so he doesn't think about it this hard himself.
That's the big thing that like really rubs me with all these videos. Like no one's to this kind of content to most people is kind of just background noise. Like it's not actually
Yeah.
something that you second guess or think about or like run counter criticism to or anything. It's just kind of like
It's just the kind of stuff I put in the background when I build a Lego set or something.
yeah, just like and
I
just
was
like
about to say,
forget about it. The
I
next
think
day.
I think I have respect for Shifril's and Gaming Magic, not because of their actual quality, but because they were just so long and gave me something to do when I was doing.
They're nice to
data
listen
entry.
to. Like I don't agree with a lot of Shaft's takes, but he's like really well spoken. He's funny. He has memes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's really nice to listen to, but I don't like. We've already covered his videos on here. He just isn't a very good video essayist. Like his points don't really make sense. He has a lot of really bizarre takes. If he actually
And he likes
pick
Candace
them
Against
apart.
the Universe.
And that,
a
yes,
lot.
and The Last Jedi. He likes
And
The Last
Epic
Jedi a
Musical.
lot. And he likes Rise of Skywalker to a degree. Not that much, but it's just
What?
Aw,
yeah.
What?
We're covering that someday. We're gonna
I
go
was about
through
to say,
it.
this
because-
sounds like a different video.
No, yeah, it is. We're gonna go through some, but I'm just giving examples. Like these are things people kind of just glaze over. Like, you
Bro is
actually
saving
just-
what he loves. Oh my god.
I'm not fighting what I hate. I'm just saving what I love. I would like to see what he thinks about live action Moa, but anyways,
Spent about 18 months to find our second
we got?
masterpiece before we leave the 80s. Of all the games on this list, this is probably the closest to a pure
Tetris was
masterpiece.
made before the
Tetris,
NES.
much like Mario 1, perfectly encapsulates all 7 of those attributes.
he did say
from the
18
start.
months
Influence
before.
is
Is
obvious.
that
It's spawned
accurate?
the
Before
entire falling block
1985?
puzzle genre, which
No.
includes insanely
Okay.
popular mobile
He's
games
as far
like Candy
away.
Crush. And on top of that, it's
Puyo
one of the most
Puyo Tetris
timeless games
sighting.
ever made. Despite releasing in 1984, the game was so fundamentally sound
We've
that it
played
hasn't
that-
really
we've played
aged
that
a
game to
day.
death
While
at
it
my
wasn't the very
household.
first video
Tetris
game
is
ever
good.
made, its level of complexity and the ceiling for skill in such a simple
I'm
package
evil at
rivals
Puyo Puyo
games from the
Tetris.
modern era. Crucially, that
Sounds like
simple
we need to
package
have-
allows
Modern games from the modern era. Can you give some examples? Can you please?
I'm sorry, we need to repeat that sentence so I'm not just glazing Tetris over it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me.
Includes insanely popular mobile games like Candy Crush, and on top of that, it's one of the most timeless games ever made. Despite releasing in 1984,
I would agree there.
the game was so fundamentally sound that it hasn't really aged a day. While it wasn't the very first video game ever made, its level of complexity and the ceiling for skill in such a simple package.
He said it isn't. He said it isn't.
Not playing this board very well.
That simple package allows it to be understood.
I do need to stop him because
enjoyed by.
Yeah, I can.
He's holding. No, that's not it. I was gonna say that piece holding just makes the game so much more fluid and interesting. That playing older versions of it feels stiff and rigid to me.
Piece holding, place time, hard dropping, anything else?
I'm glad someone else here understands Tetris Deck even better than I do.
Are big.
Don't most people play like the complete usually just browser version Tetris? They're all completely different from each other. Like there's like a billion versions of Tetris.
Yeah, it's kind of like Donkey Kong. Like, do you ever play the original Donkey Kong? No.
Right, but like you would probably find thousands of fans that act like, oh yeah, I play old classics game, but like they're not playing the original Donkey Kong like an emulator or something. They're like doing anything but. So I don't know. It's.
I think of a game where I really do just play the original version and not anything, and not any updates or
chess,
anything like that for Tetris. Hey, look, these pieces are made. These pieces were made in factories, man. Even that.
I've never played the original chess. I've been trying to find.
I was about to say original. Like those were elephants in the original design document.
Oh, that's true. That's
Their
changed the
hitboxes
meta
were
so
smaller.
much.
No.
Yeah.
I just don't like how general
Pac-Man
this
is like that too. There are
I
thousands of versions of Pac-Man and of like the original.
I can't stand this argument, not because he's wrong that the original version of Tetris is still valid. It still is a valid game. But it is wrong to say that Tetris does not have any evolved forms. The current face of modern Tetris exists in games from the 2020s, including Tetris Effect, Tetris 99,
the Tetris
games
movie.
like that.
Tetris movie.
It's a Tetris movie. Came out a few years ago. Yeah.
Jack Black is the big square piece.
Okay, no, he's not. I'm not doing a bit. There actually is a Tetris movie, and it was actually.
Jack Black is the big square piece.
I take that back. Symphony of the Night for the PS1. Okay, I'm gonna save that for my own when we're going over our own takes for masterpieces. But no, I can think of a game that I would rather play the original of than any port or
I get you.
remake or sequel. But I digress.
It's just like I would want him to really quantify why Tetris, out of a billion classic games, why this one is the number one classic unchanged game, which as MondayMan really went into it really isn't hasn't remained exactly the same. I mean, how about the classic? What was the thing we just saw what is it called? The kill. I'm totally having a stroke. The thing where some guy got a score so high that it broke the game. That's the true ending to Tetris or something. What's that called? Kill screen. Yes. That's not something that's present in newer versions. Isn't that an iconic part of the original version that's lost now? I don't know. There's just so many little aspects that make a game unique on its own, instead of trying to make this broad as if every version of Tetris is the same thing. There's really not.
I would venture to say that a kill screen does not make this timeless. It did revive the game, but in order to be timeless, you also need to entice a constant audience, and the constant audience is not going to be skilled enough to reach the kill screen.
Yeah, it's just that's kind of more I'd say a fan niche thing to do. That isn't an actual goal of the game. But I don't know. It's just I'll let him keep going. But again, this is nothing where he doesn't really go into any other of his attributes. It's basically just impact and influence.
My boss at my old job played Tetris. So have you. It's the very definition of universality in gaming. I mean, really think about it.
Universality?
Play Tetris. First, you need an understanding of gravity, and since no humans have been born in space, as far as we know.
Blowing pipe sound. Also, I'm really quick. I'll be quick about this. There are people who can't play Tetris. I don't need to go into detail, but there are people who physically can't. People who don't like Tetris. There are 100% people who don't like Tetris. You can't pretend that everyone doesn't agree. Oh, it's Waluigi.
Okay. What about the quadruple amputee crowd in general?
That's what I was trying to avoid.
How do they fit into this whole picture of universality?
Desperados 3 has full eye tracking support.
Yeah, no, there's those remotes
that's the only
you can play with
masterpiece
your
then.
mouse and stuff.
Actually, Desperados 3 might be a cool game to.
Wait, Mario's
examine
actually
as a
right. Like, wouldn't your
masterpiece.
game like
I digress.
peak in universality with the more accessibility it has? So like, if there's a game with this eye tracking, like
I
you
am
said,
curious I don't know how well he's doing at distinguishing between universality and uh, accessibility.
because he said both and then tried to make it seem like they're the same thing. He said that like certain fans
How
are certain
about-
things, and then just didn't
Personally,
say
I define it as universality is everyone likes it, and accessibility is everyone can play it.
I guess. I mean, again, I
Kinda.
try to
Kinda.
separate
don't
people
know.
liking something from the thing like quality, because like people can hate good things, people can like bad things. Like it's just everyone's different, and that's okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, exactly. Like we have 3
True.
Kingdom Hearts games because people
True.
like bad thing too much. It's ha yeah ha yeah ha. Go get him.
You
Go
need
get
to
him.
understand that when you press left, the block goes left, and when you press right, it goes right.
Why are
Depending
you
on the setup,
explaining?
there may be as few as 3
Please.
Oh, you see, it's
so
language
that's not
independent.
really
That makes
gonna
it
take
more
long to figure out.
accessible.
Finally, you need to know how shapes fit together. That's it.
No, you need to
That's
know what direction it
literally
goes when
I'm
you
confident
rotate
that
it,
if you
which
went
keeps
back in
messing
time
me
a
up to
few
this
hundred
day.
years-
What about babies, huh, Swooker? What about babies? They can't figure that out.
All right, enough harping on the nature of.
Game Boy with Tetris,
Universality.
they rose in less than 90 seconds.
I have to.
If
It's this whole
aliens showed
basis
up
of the
tomorrow
argument.
If
and
aliens
showed
show
me what
up-
a video game is for some reason, you could safely give them Tetris and they'd
Princess Rosalina.
You're coming
I
with
like Kirby
me.
Kirby. That's a good
I was
joke.
too quick with Swooker. I will not make the same mistake with you.
Is that Invincible, or am I not getting something else?
Yes.
I haven't seen the newest season. Okay, that's good. I just
I
It's
said
got
it because
some cool
Bragg is
consequences.
there.
The new season has some cool consequences in it.
I
don't
have
know
not
if
I've not
I
seen
don't know
it
about
yet.
the writing.
I don't know
but-
if I ever will, but I've heard things.
Telling of all of this, though, is the fact that despite being created in 1983, nearly the exact same game is still being sold
And people still play Pong. People still play Pac-Man. People still play Donkey Kong. Like all these classic games are still played. Like this, like Tetris isn't like this standout like example. Tic-tac-toe is still played. Chess is still played.
No, nobody
Like,
plays
it's-
tic-tac-toe on a strategic level.
Tic Tac Toe is so bad.
John's getting upset.
what about like a board game that was made into a video game? Then what? Like chess. Chess has been
Monopoly
around for
the
thousands of
video
years.
game.
Monopoly the video
Please
game.
don't reference any Monopoly the video games. Not here.
Yeah, no one tell Donovan Den of Games. He's gonna get all excited. I want to get into that. That's a deep schizdive reference.
Today, Fortnite has had a generational run going on over 8 years
Oh.
of global dominance. People have been playing Tetris for over
Okay,
40.
good.
If that's not
Wait. So freaking is this universality or freaking influence? Because why does the amount of years matter?
It's just survival at this point.
I thought we were talking about influence on the
Timelessness?
medium. This makes no sense.
If I play the ET game today, let me that it's
Yes,
still being
yes.
played all these years.
You
Yes.
qualify ET Atari. Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't make like
If you and 20
Or
million
Superman
of your
64.
closest friends played ET today, then I think it would qualify as timeless.
People still play Frogger. That
oh yeah,
Frogger and
Frogger.
Space
Frogger's a-
Invaders.
It's called
those are
Crossy Road.
those
Oh,
are
yeah.
older than Tetris. All right.
That's true. Actually, like again, there's so many other games
I
that
don't
qualify.
see a
like,
lot. I don't think of a competitive Frogger scene in the same way that I think of a Tetris
competitive Frogger
Grandmaster.
scene. that's an incredible
fine.
sentence. Competitive
But
Frogger.
if we're
scene.
going like,
Scro-
the video guy didn't say either. Looking for competitive scenes, he just said people still play. Period. People still play versions of Frogger, and
Yeah.
therefore Frogger is timeless.
like people aren't still playing like. Oh, sorry. Let's be more general. The most people aren't playing original Tetris. Maybe some are, but like this kind of point, like oh yeah, people are still playing this old game. Of course, like that could apply to anything old. People are still watching movies from like the 1920s too. It doesn't mean like their #1 masterpiece just because it's old. And also, I thought we were
I'm
talking
still
about
reading books
universality.
that are thousands of years old.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I
think I
keep
do that
forgetting.
too every day. I read the
Because
Bible.
it's all the same.
Because it's all the same. I can't. Okay, sorry. What's there's Tetris. We got 2 out of 7. We're almost there.
I'm
Not there at all.
honestly not sure bit more controversial.
Oh,
However,
Pong
I
and
think
Zelda.
as we delve deeper into this game, you'll start to see just how monumental it was, and really still is. If you were born between here and here, I'm willing to bet that one of the first video games you ever played was the first generation of Pokemon, Red and Blue. If
Excuse
Mario showed
myself
what
for a
video games
sec so I
themselves
don't
were capable
crash
of,
out.
Pokemon demonstrated
all-
its
that's all good.
ability to expand far beyond its home in the digital world. The games were novel and revolutionary.
Day 300 of saying
being
that the
grandfather of
Pokemon
the monster
Game
catcher
Boy games
genre.
are not
While
very
not
good
technically the
RPGs.
very
I thought we're
first,
talking
it
about
was the one that
Zelda.
made
Did I
monster
miss something?
catchers mainstream. The first generation was also
yes,
the very
you did.
beginning of one of the largest
Which was
series
when
in
it- when it
gaming.
turned into
influenced
Pokemon, which
endless
it is now.
copycats and
Did
developers
mine
trying to
skip?
improve
Did he
upon
actually
that
say he was talking
original
about?
formula.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
yet, if all Pokemon had going for it was a solid RPG from the 90s, it wouldn't be on this list.
It's not
In
really that
fact,
solid
while
of an
Red and Blue
RPG.
were revolutionary at the time,
Yeah, the
you can
Pokemon
even
games
see
actually
the
suck.
decades of monster
No, I know.
catchers
I've heard that. You're
Use
like from
your
everyone.
big move, win.
People that
Use
like
big
Pokemon
move,
did at a
win.
higher level.
Next.
What makes these games truly special is that they were the origin point of the largest media franchise in history.
That's what these all are. Okay, I think, I mean, I was going to save it for like the fourth thing, but that's what this video is ultimately. It's just, these were the first games. They started all these other things. So what? Like, wouldn't like an older game that mastered like turn-based combat, kind of like Undertale, that are much better made than Pokemon, wouldn't they be like runner-ups for like a better made game than the original
All of these-
Pokemon?
It would be
All these
if this guy
mentions
was
of-
intelligent.
All of these mentions of RPGs, not one mention of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, true.
That's so true. Dungeons and Dragons. There's so many great freaking games that he's just gonna gloss over and act like, basically trying his hardest to find the games that invented certain, well, I mean, in this case, I guess it's turn-based combat and certain RPG elements, which I think I'd argue there's some Final Fantasy games that are older that have already done that. Wait, am I wrong? Which is first?
Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
would be
just
the
Dragon
origin
Quest.
point
Is
you're thinking
Earthbound
at.
older?
Okay.
Earthbound 1994.
Ooh, he's got that. Yeah, because I think Final Fantasy was 80s,
So that's
right?
older, right?
Then this, no.
Oh, Pokemon?
Pokemon Red and Blue was 1990.
I thought he
Really?
said 1989 is when it started. Or no, that was like the birth age. He said, what the frick does that mean? I don't freaking.
I'll look it up. I might be wrong.
Saying
About
it's
that.
96.
TV series, movies, endless merchandise. They're
Is that the AI summary though?
Characters. Red and
Super
Blue were
Mario
does this. Significant that they had and still do have a clear effect.
There's so
on
much
the viewer.
cross
Think
like
about it
stuff that he's
this.
not
If there's
checking
a
at
form of
all.
media or entertainment that you want to consume, or even simply a thing you wish to buy, you can probably do so with Pokemon. All of this
Okay,
came
but
from that first
what?
generation.
But you could do
That
that.
has no bearing
Yeah,
on
exactly. What does that have to do with the game? Like, oh yeah,
anything.
it's marketable. Okay, I don't I don't care.
You can say all this about like digital circus and
Dude,
stuff.
they put
You
Invader
buy
Sim
all
Gur in a
manner of hideous
backpack. That doesn't mean
merchandise.
it's like,
Okay,
That doesn't make it any good.
I'm gonna backtrack on the previous point. First
Yeah,
Pokemon game was 1996.
Yeah, so post Earthbound.
so Earthbound is better than Pokemon. Game
I'm
Fan, are
gonna
you still
play the
there?
Baby Yoda video game on
Genuinely,
Switch.
Game Fan.
Earthbound is pretty annoying to play. It's pretty torturous to play, actually.
Yeah.
Better
I would
than most of
unironically
these.
put Pokemon in my list of worst games ever. Red and Blue especially.
Game Fan's gonna be elated that he hears this. It's better than Pokemon now. It's older. Yippee! It's just this. I hate this. Like, you just keep talking about how influential these games are. I don't care. There are really amazing games that like kind of went under the radar because they didn't hit the right people groups or whatever you want to say. There's a ton of cool things in market research you could teach yourself about. But like, just because Pokemon is like what is it, like number one most profitable IP ever, that doesn't mean the very first game is a masterpiece. I don't think I'd say. I don't know. I don't even think any Pokemon fans would even say that. I don't know any that would say that anyway.
They
Most
might.
of them admit the
I don't
games
know.
are
They're
bad.
weird. They think these are well-made games, so I don't
I
really
mean,
have
I don't know.
much-
I feel
much
like
weight on
isn't
their
their favorite
opinions.
something else?
Wait, what? 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 I just didn't catch that. You were muffled.
Oh, saying yeah, I don't know. They probably have a different favorite.
Yeah,
It's probably Red and Blue. It's probably
Red and Blue are the
the
ones he
third
brought
or the
up, so-
fourth one. The Sapphire or Ruby. Those are generally ones you hear more about.
Sun and Moon.
Because the originals are going to be more.
Is that what
Yeah,
it's
I know
called?
my
something
Sun and
brother's a
Moon?
big
That-
Emerald fan.
Emerald. Trade for bread.
It's
I'm gonna pause
Pokemon
it.
Go
Keep ready.
mogged
These
every
games
single
prove
one
that
of
if you
these.
create a game
I
that's good
play
enough to a
Pokemon Go.
console, you can grow your empire anywhere. and Pokemon chose to grow it everywhere.
Yeah, but not at that time, so it's not relevant. These are different games you're talking about.
Matter anyway.
You're not talking about the original Pokemon. You're not talking about it anymore. You're talking about other games. Oh, let's just get through this. I'm not gonna pause it again.
He's not talking about games. He's talking about marketing. Like McDonald's is the only masterpiece ever by this guy.
McDonald's mods
better
Pokemon.
video games than their predecessors. Yes, Red and Blue came first, but it feels a bit strange to give the title to a game that, while iconic, simply isn't as good as...
What? Which is it then?
I think we'll go with this one. That should be right. Yeah.
What's happening?
That should be right.
Where are you?
All
What's
the videos
going on?
we've covered have been too
Gears Bot!
I think
I think
it's
it's something like
onto the third dimension. Contrary to popular belief, there were actually plenty of 3D games back
Wait,
in
are
the
we not-
90s. As is often the case, the game
What happened?
We're just done talking about Pokemon. No more.
What was the game? What was the one he picked?
I think that's what we call an aneurysm.
He's waiting for like a reveal later on in the video, I think.
He has a very poor sense of drama caused by people who have played Undertale without understanding why it's a good game.
I just don't like. Mr. Swooker, do you think I'm a big enough fan that I'm with bated breath? What's your third Pokemon masterpiece gonna be? I don't care. Just tell me. What are we doing here? What's this game we're playing?
First, or the ones that revolutionized the medium,
That's what you're
aren't
doing.
really the first ones to do it.
That's what you're
Instead,
doing.
Oh my
No, that's what
God.
you're doing.
You of all people.
You're the one doing it.
You of all people saying
Half-Life.
that.
I'm not sure there was a single game that accomplished the goal of a 3D adventure better than the next entry on our list. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is a game that often
Ocarina
tops
of Time,
the greatest
Blazer.
of all time lists, and just
Link to the
so
Past
so.
has
What
more
impresses me most
dungeons.
about Ocarina of Time is the innovation
I don't know
on
anything about
display
Zelda
here.
at
It
all, so you guys can
popularized
fill in the
Z-targeting,
blank.
a camera
I'm,
system
uh,
we
getting
still use
spoilers.
today.
I know a
It's
lot
really
about
hard to
Zelda.
appreciate
Zelda
just
fan.
how incredible
Zelda.
that is. I mean, try to think about the countless tools, techniques, and
Man has never
technological
played
advances this
Ocarina of
medium
Time,
has
though,
made in the
despite telling
27
me to.
years since this game's release.
You
Despite
Final
all
Fantasy
of those
16.
Wait. Can you please quantify how a ton of these advancements are directly tied to Zelda? You can't do that.
You see,
I'm
they're
sorry.
using swords. They're using swords.
Because you can't aim for anything on console, and therefore, like how Halo revolutionized first-person shooters by making them all about skyboxes and regenerating health and not enough guns, Zelda, honestly, I think kind of did use the limitations of, do the best it could with the limitations of a controller, and this was a fairly direct result from its tinkering.
And that's a lot better word than what he's doing. Because, I would love to see him break down which exact mechanics, evolved and adapted as newer games came out, and how, they drew inspiration from Zelda. He's just saying, oh yeah, in, the 27 years, all these games have, essentially just compounded on that. Just saying that and then moving on. No, please elaborate. I want to know, I want to believe you, but I just can't. I don't know what's happening
Being able
here.
to, it's the ability to use the section of the controller dedicated to camera controls, and instead of just nudging the camera around, being able to fix it on one particular enemy who you're focused on.
Yeah, but I want him to say it. That's all. Please, Mr. Spooker, I want you to say it. I want you. I
Zelda
want to be in
definitely
your
did a
video.
lot.
What?
No. He's not gonna. No.
Why don't we just put him muffled for me? I think it's just whatever his microphone is. I'm just gonna turn him up. He will deafen all of you with his lovely voice. 180%.
Okay.
Advancements, we still don't really have a better camera solution than this one from nearly 3 decades ago. This one game.
What do you mean,
Wait,
mouse
what?
controls?
What did you just
Dark
say?
Souls,
Repeat that
despite
sentence.
all
Yeah, no,
of those
seriously, yeah.
advancements, we still don't really have a better camera solution for third-person 3D games than this one from nearly 3 decades ago.
What are you
This
on about,
Mouse
dude?
controls!
that is
used in
insane.
everything
Also, camera
barriers to
solution. Oh,
basically-
sorry. I think we're in a pausing war. There we go. What are you on about? That is just blatantly incorrect. But the camera, the 3D camera, hasn't changed since Zelda. That is just false.
Well, the solution to dealing with, to targeting enemies in a 3D environment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
specifically the
3D
targeting system.
third-person environment is what he said.
Oh, but that's also not true then. I'm sorry. I'll just switch it over. That's also
Okay,
not true.
what's the better way
It's
to
just-
deal with what's the better way to deal with targeting enemies in a 3D third-person environment?
There are only really freaking advancements for using different algorithms for detecting what you're doing in the moment to switch, closer angles, wider angles. There's so many games that
Regardless,
have
the
unique
general-
things.
I think he's trying to distill it down to lock-on as something that has been with us since Ocarina of Time.
He should have said that. He should have quantified that specifically.
He
Did
did.
I-
He said Z targeting.
No! Wait, did he actually? Let me go
Yes.
back.
You guys were talking over him.
It popularized Z-target. Okay.
Of time. This is
There,
a game
I'll
that
have him
often
take the whole
tops the
thing.
greatest games of all time lists, and justifiably so. What impresses me most about Ocarina of Time is the innovation on display here. It popularized Z-targeting, a camera system that we still use today. It's really hard to appreciate just how incredible that is. I mean, try to think about the countless tools, techniques, and technological advances this medium has made in the 27 years since this game's release. Despite all of those advancements, we still don't really have a better camera solution for third-person 3D games than this one from nearly 3 decades.
So is he saying that Z-targeting hasn't improved?
He's saying that Z targeting is still the solution, and there isn't a better one.
He's saying it started there.
Well, I think he said better on the caption right now on the screens than this one from nearly 3 decades ago.
Z targeting.
Zenko's saying mouse aim is correct.
Is
mouse
the
aim
answer.
is better.
Even though, but yeah, mouse aim is better.
Because I mean, with mouse aim, you could like lead your targets amongst like many other things you can do. Like mouse aim is better.
I don't know if you guys caught on with Forspoken. That was a third-person action game designed for controllers where you need to lead your targets that used lock on, and the result was you could never hit anything.
Oh, I don't know. I don't experience that, but that sounds it's slightly better than. I mean, I don't know.
Forspoken's too expensive. Otherwise, it would make another fantastic gamering, up there with Kingdom Hearts.
I'd be down. I mean, if you haven't even done the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, you got me. We're gonna do that someday, but
Interesting.
Game laid the groundwork for cameras that would be used in everything from Dark Souls to Bayonetta to Dynasty Warriors to basically any third-person 3D action game you can think of. That level of influence is exceedingly rare, but the level of quality in this game is arguably even more impressive. The game is basically the quintessential hero's journey. It takes this weird outcast kid who acts like a bit of a blank
talking about
slate,
the story,
much like
then.
Mario from the 80s, sends him into a tree, and then gives him a prophecy to save the world. He's then told to leave the forest he's called home for his whole life, and after spending about an hour or two in this maze of tightly packed trees and claustrophobic caves, you finally make your way out and are met with this.
I still haven't made it out.
What do you mean it's a good hero's journey story? There's no refusal of the call.
I begin to imagine how this must have felt.
That's true, actually.
I'm sure
yeah.
you remember your first moment like this from a video game. If you're around
Nostalgia
my age, maybe
bait.
it was Skyrim. You exited.
so then why isn't? I'm trying to give up just saying this again and again, but like, why is that better than, I could just like list off 100 games of, stories that have improved upon these. Like, yeah, Zelda's the first, maybe one of the first or earliest. Why is it the best? Why is it the highest in quality? Why does that make it a masterpiece? Like, I mean, Skyrim, he has it on screen right here. I don't know, Skyrim, I think, probably does a little better job of that.
Game, adrenaline finally leaving your system after the dragon attack, and in front of you lay a scene straight out of a painting. Endless peaks dotting the horizon along
We're talking
with
about
the knowledge
Zelda
that
or
each of those
Skyrim?
distant locales that you could barely make out may hide an adventure exactly
He's talking about
like the one
Skyrim.
that you just
No, I know.
escaped.
I'm
It
just
was
being
nothing short
sarcastic.
of
Like, I thought we were
breathtaking,
praising why
awe-inspiring,
Zelda was a
even
masterpiece of
overwhelming.
quality, and then you're showing like this better
Maybe
game.
it should have been Skyrim. Yet I
Yeah,
can't help
yeah,
but
he said
wonder
it.
He's
if
waffling.
those players
Stop
back in the day,
waffling.
That's the
players
theme
who
throughout
had
the
grown so
videos he's
accustomed to
waffling.
games
I
that
think
looked
that's
like
his
this,
hidden
this,
thing.
or this.
No, I
Players
don't
who'd
want to
merely
spoil
seen
it, but
flashes
Zenko's
of what a
onto
3D
something.
world could look like. At a time where worlds like these were
This is why I hate
practically
this video.
He's
infinite,
allowed to pick the
Ocarina of
ones he
Time
actually
might have
wants
been
to,
the very best.
and instead he's
More
picking
than
the ones he feels like
anything,
he
it's
has
that
to.
contrast,
Yes,
that difference
yes, and
between
you'll see what he
was
says at the
then
end,
and
which
what
just
is
puts
now
all this.
that makes Ocarina of Time a true masterpiece. When I think of the word revolutionary in reference to
Did-
video games,
cut himself off
no
there, that was
game
weird.
comes to mind faster than Final Fantasy VII.
No.
At the time, it was the most
Neither of
expensive
those
game
games.
ever made.
I see what
costing
he's
an
doing.
estimated
He's doing the bit that like he's gonna be like, oh, it's good. I can't actually pick a seven masterpieces.
I'm
Something.
going to tune out until this section is over, so that I don't get
45
spoiled.
million to
Okay.
develop and
That's okay.
another
Bye-bye.
When it is over.
I'm
That
amazed
number
any-
wasn't just
like,
for show
I'm
either.
amazed
Final
anyone has gotten
Fantasy
this far
VII
spoiler through on Final
completely
Fantasy
redefined the
VII. That's
JRPG
great
genre
respect.
and is a large reason why it's as popular as it is today, especially in the West. The brilliant use of both 3D
Tactician.
models and pre-rendered backgrounds to
About
display
clear
these
now.
larger-than-life vistas made Alethkar a world that felt more grandiose and extraordinary
I
than
don't like your
anything
glitchy
anyone had
bit.
ever seen
It's just annoying
before.
me. I
Final
know what you're
Fantasy
trying to
VII
do,
showed the
and
industry
you're
that
just
with the
like
right technology,
you're
games
sabotaging
didn't
your
have to be
entire
mere
video
pixels on
because I know what point you're
they
trying to
could
make.
look and feel like movies or larger, more cinematic productions. Simply compare this to the
Veggie
Mario
Tales.
games from barely over a decade prior, and you can really start to get
Just
a
Veggie
sense of the
Tales. I
scale
was thinking
here.
of the
To put
the
this
video,
gap into
the Veggie
perspective,
Tales,
if you were born
and the
in
Veggie Tales.
1980, you could have played Super Mario Bros. In elementary school.
I'll do something
and
about
in
this.
college. It wasn't merely
Beat the
reinventing the medium
Swooker.
as a whole, though. On a smaller level, it was totally changing JRPGs, and of course, its own series. It was the first fully 3D Final Fantasy game with these unbelievable animations and cutscenes, both
And
of
the
which
second best
utilized
written
their
one.
fullest potential to tell one of the most iconic
I
stories in
think,
gaming, one that still
MondayMan would
feels
agree.
relevant even today.
I don't really
While
know
games
enough
like
about
Chrono
the
Trigger and
later
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
VI effectively mastered the genre and what it could offer with the technology available back then, Final Fantasy VII acted as that next major step, a generational leap that gave us a window into
So, I mean, I'll be quick. Sorry, I am pausing it, but I'm going to wait a little longer. All these other examples, he used the first game for why it was so influential. For Final Fantasy, why wouldn't you pick the first Final Fantasy? All those same rules apply because Final Fantasy VII, like the quote, like the common phrase, Final Fantasy 1 walks, Final Fantasy 7 could run, right? That's kind of like has been his point. Because he hasn't picked the best Mario game, he picked the first one. He didn't pick the best Tetris game, he picked the first one. He didn't pick the best Pokemon games, he picked the first one. And Zelda, he
Didn't
picked the
pick-
first one. Like it's
He didn't
just
pick the best Minecraft game, Minecraft Story Mode. He picked the worst take 2026.
scary stories. Wait, how's it go? Money Man, how's it go? You would know. You sent the meme.
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Da, 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 da. I love that video. I want to finish talking.
like for this medium.
I mean,
Perhaps
it goes
directly
without saying,
because
like
of
he's
all
just
of this,
ignoring
Final
his rules
from
now.
it remained
Whatever.
the most recognizable in the series by far. Cloud is effectively the poster boy of Final Fantasy, even going as
Fox
far as
Knife.
representing it in Smash Bros. And when they thought to
I
add
know that
another
character
Final
from the
Fantasy
funny
anime
character to that series,
JRPGs
did they
as
add
a
the
whole.
main
Cloud.
character of 10?
That I will
Final
admit.
Fantasy 6? Maybe 1?
I fought with Cloud.
They added Sephiroth,
My
a
fellow war buddy.
second Final Fantasy 7 character. Despite being created
Aw,
nearly 2 decades
I would've
ago,
wanted- I
these
would've had
remain the
Kefka
most
instead.
iconic characters in the series, and it's all because of
Yeah,
Final Fantasy
Kefka.
7's success. This game is the very definition of impact and legacy, and for that reason, we'll consider it our fourth true masterpiece. No, that's not right either. Okay, let's try this. All three
Stop
of them
it!
are
Stop!
far
Stop
higher
pretending
in
not to be
impact and
scripted!
influence
I
over
hate
practically
this.
anything else.
I
So
know
for
what he's
number
doing.
four on our list,
He's
I wanted
trying to
take
do like a
look at
whole
game
like
that
subversive
offers the
thing,
pinnacle
like,
of
oh,
the
actually there
genre,
aren't
a game
like
that
whatever.
stands
I want
at
to
the
get to it.
absolute peak of quality.
video is a
Granted, I'm not
subversive
saying this game's
masterpiece.
perfect, but as of today, it might be the best open world game of all time.
What?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
I don't know if anyone else gets this feeling, but
Wait,
sometimes
Elden Ring is the
randomly,
best
I'll be
open world
playing
game of all
a
time?
and almost start excitedly laughing
Yes.
like a child. That excitement comes from the conflict
No.
actively occurring in my head as I play the
I'm
game.
sorry,
That
Elden
is
Ring
never
is
one
good.
tap.
But
When
no.
is Tears of the Kingdom gonna be on
Listen,
screen?
We know how good games are able to be, and we know they almost
Honestly,
all
yeah. I
stumble
mean,
at some
even
point.
Zelda
Those
games, I
1
think that's
million
better
games
than
do
the first.
exist, but statistically
Right? I
speaking,
don't know.
this probably isn't one of them. So just enjoy it for what it is and
What is he saying? I need to actually hear that again. This sounds.
He has it all written on screen right there.
I don't know, but I want to hear him just say it as
excitement
well.
comes from the conflict actively occurring in my head as I play the game. One half of me, the pragmatic half, is going, listen, we know how good games are able to be, and we know they almost all stumble at some point. Those 1 in a million games do exist, but statistically speaking, this probably isn't one of them. So just enjoy it for what it is and keep your expectations in check.
No, that is Shrek U. No,
That's
you
how.
can't.
That's
you
how.
can't do
No,
that.
he's explaining the emotion of when you're going into a game. Like
No.
this is the
I-
kind
I-
of
I don't
curbed
agree with that.
enthusiasm.
I don't agree with
The
him,
kind of
though.
curbed enthusiasm that you have for things like I don't know, Borderlands 4.
No, it's just to enjoy it for what it is. No. You need to have standards and expectations. I don't like. I'm not just gonna like say I'm looking.
So
I'm
yes,
looking too
I'm
much
sorry.
into
This is
it.
expressing that you need to have standards and expect. I think this is. I think you guys are, both you and he, are in violent agreement.
I
Let him
don't.
hear what his other
okay,
side is saying.
Like that's right. That's the
Explain what his other
pragmatic
side is
side.
saying.
Let's see.
Is going, okay, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, Limgrave is probably just 40 to 50% of the map, and holy shit. It's this feeling of there's no possible way the game can keep doing this. It doesn't make sense. How does a game have an open world this big
yeah, I
while
think he
still
just moved
keeping
on.
it as dense as it is, with massive dungeons, some of which you
No,
don't even
the
have to
other side of
complete
him
to beat the
agrees. There are
game,
2
and
wolves
combat
inside of
that's
I don't know,
also
I'd
some
say-
of the best in the industry.
I'd say the whole swamp in Liurnia isn't that densely populated, but
I don't know. I disagree with that point that like essentially you can't have too high expectations because it might not be like the 1 in a million that he called it. I absolutely think each game should try to be the best version that it is, like no matter what. And then, yeah, it's a shame that there's sometimes mistakes. I'm not gonna act like it be perfect, but curbing your enthusiasm is a better way of putting it than how he said to like keep your expectations in check and enjoy it for what it is. Um, I could enjoy things however I want, really. I shouldn't just like accept mistakes. I could enjoy something while also acknowledging mistakes, though, for sure. I mean, even Minecraft has them, which is like I think is like one of the best games ever made.
Like everything past a certain point is all mistakes.
I was gonna say you guys are harping, but I guess there's nothing to this podcast but just endless harping.
It's just, that's what it is, man. Cyclone
That's
Theater.
the idea, Lieutenant.
The cyclone, never ending. The cyclone, the circulatory.
Supposed to be possible, yet somehow they did
Shadow of
manage
the
to pull it
Closet.
off. And it's
This
because
reminds me
Elden Ring is
That's
almost like
Elden
a
Ring.
culmination
I
of
know, but it reminds me of
everything
Shadow of the
we've learned
Colossus.
about open worlds since Zelda 1. Elden Ring director
Elden Ring?
Hideteki Miyazaki said in an interview that he learned from Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Oblivion, and Witcher 3. They studied everything that made these games great, scrutinized and addressed their shortcomings, and did what every great game has done over the past 50 years. Evolved the medium and pushed it forward. Much like many of the greats before it, Elden Ring likely won't be the greatest open-world game of all time forever. I mean, Miyazaki himself said that Elden Ring isn't his ideal fantasy RPG. It's close, but he knows they can do better.
I'm just
and I'm sure in
doing this
time,
again.
the
Turning
team
into
from
Zim.
Soft will.
I am
So,
Zim.
what does that mean for Elden Ring? What does it mean for Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Oblivion, Ocarina of Time? What does it mean for any game that has since been improved upon?
There we go.
and
These are the
evolved?
questions we had
Imagine a
earlier
world
on.
in which Miyazaki does create his ideal fantasy RPG. Let's say it's another open world like Elden Ring. Is Elden Ring no longer one of the 7 true masterpieces? By that logic,
And here we are. This is the big thing. He basically just concludes that having 7 eternal masterpieces is impossible, which, you know, is kind of like not something that should be addressed because it's just obviously the case. Nothing can be perfect ever when improvements being made. So where does he go from here, I wonder? I know, but you guys.
No, it shouldn't.
We were just talking
should
about that
Mario
before this
1 be
video.
on this
Why-
list and
You're throwing so hard here. Why are you doing my job for me, arguing against yourself?
I know exactly.
Aliens stumble across our planet, they'll likely categorize all of our trinkets, odds and ends, those sorts of things. But when they reach the video game section, what do you think they'll consider more important? The very first game humanity made, or the very last?
You think it's the very first? I don't.
I think it's the very last.
Yeah, I would. Well, depending on what the very last is. 'cause
The
it
very
could-
last video game is going to be FIFA 5294.
What if the last video game is Skibidi Toilet
Like a
Hero 2,
graphics
though?
card.
Just so again, like you could argue that like, oh, but this like that's the point, you see. He's trying to make a point, but like but like why though? Because everyone like this is like for me, this is just based understanding stuff like, yeah, there can't be 7 eternal masterpieces. So why don't you just make a video talking about like why these games are the most influential, why they have the biggest impact or something? How about just one game? Why Mario? Like expand that one Mario section to a whole video. You can have something there. To me, I'm like just like, what is the point? Because now you're shooting yourself in the foot intentionally, I guess, to make some grand point about like how none of this really matters because it's about like the influence of the first game or something. But here, you'll see where he goes. I know how he finished.
This question is almost a bit of a paradox.
Is the FF7 part done?
More important,
Yes.
especially if it was the last truly.
Sorry,
I hear that
thought-
Miyazaki's only
Some
inspiration
shovelware
was
that an AI
Shoeless
threw out at
Woman.
the last second before shutting down. A game like that would be able to say so much through its sheer existence alone. Every choice it makes would be a statement on what we value at the very end. What kind of mark we wanted to leave behind, what we wanted the future to know about us, who we were. The last game undeniably
Or it could have
says
just
far
been one
more about
insane
the
people.
medium and our civilization as a whole. Yet the first
I think-
game
Hope
is the
I-
very
I don't-
reason
don't
the
find
last game
Deltarune
is
and
even
think
able
that's what society was.
No, even more so. I think if there's some kind of nuclear apocalypse soon, and the last game ends up being Kojima's last project, I don't think that's going to be representative of humanity at all.
I just also don't think people make things with this mindset. Like to me, it's just about making
I think
something
Star
fun and
Trek
good.
showrunners do, but
Oh no, they probably do. Yeah, I mean, I think they've even said that. Some people do make things this mindset, but not everyone does. Like some people, it's just making something fun, making something good, wanting to make the best game you can make.
I
Like
don't-
there's
in
so
fact,
many different.
Deltarune itself, I'd say, definitely doesn't take that approach.
Yeah, I mean, even like his Toby Fox's inspiration for making Deltarune with Undertale and everything. that's completely different and opposed to what most other developers are trying to do. I mean, for Pete's sake, most of these games are made because the company wants money. And that's it. That's what most of these giant megacorps are for, profit. Like, there's not actually a mindset of like, you know, becoming this like forever everlasting influence in like what mankind can do. No, they just want money.
A
And
Garfield Kart was made with the purest of intentions.
yeah, Garfield Kart for his reason.
It was giving Germa a starring role. That is a good intention.
So I'm just gonna like roll. Like, this whole like freaking like wishy-washy. Like, oh, what are aliens gonna think? I don't. That's not what we're talking about. I don't think it matters. Just
top 7 games for aliens to play.
Sure, Kong isn't some grand philosophical statement, but it is the starting point, the necessary first domino that had to fall. To be honest with you, this paradox drove me crazy when trying to put together this list. Balancing legacy and quality feels
you don't have to put together this list. Nobody forced you to.
Exactly. Yeah. You also don't need the, you don't need the balance, legacy, and quality either. You don't need the. You don't even make this whole video. This whole point you're making doesn't need to be said.
I think this video was a flawed enough concept to invalidate its existence. I hate to say, like, I was really trying to be nice to it, but
no, and I appreciate you giving. I think we had some great conversations out of it as well.
More so than knowing to quit when you're ahead on a project, sometimes it's good to know when to quit when you're behind.
Yeah. It's like somewhere along the line, she was like, "Wait, what is like?" Or you know, to quote a famous Nigerian, "What is the purpose of this, please?" It's just I don't quite understand anymore, and he just keeps. There's like 7 minutes left, and I'm gonna like pause it less unless it goes on. But he keeps just like digging the hole deeper and deeper until like it just is like this is completely. And it's sad. But here, let's.
Yeah, no, at least half of this is wrong. We have to go back to the drawing board. Then I'd try.
Yeah, sorry, real quick, MondayMan. I think you guess who wrote that list. Certain technician perhaps would like that list.
Again, and again. And finally, I get a finished script. Yet, almost the very instant I hit enter on that last
Or maybe
line
it's because you're being subjective? I don't know, just say it.
I think I finally understand
It's okay to have 7 favorite games.
Because 7 isn't a big enough number.
See, there are two
yeah, seriously,
First off, the simple reason is the sheer complexity of the task. This list has a mere 7 entries.
The sheer arbitrariness of the task is the bigger issue.
I was about to say, you're the one who came up with the number 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody forced you.
Different games.
Or maybe God, but I don't know.
True. Also, like this example you just said, like you got people put them in the hat, make them pick something out. Yeah, they would pick. You're first of all, you're making that random and based off the subjective choice. We're not actually talking about having a really deep discussion on like all these attributes of yours as to what makes them great. You just threw it up the wrong thing out of a hat. What's your point? I'm sorry. It's just like we were just totally like undoing everything you said earlier, which, you know. Obviously, we're like intentionally wasting our time here with this project, but this video just wastes people's time. It's just sorry, Spooker. You made
the video that makes you old.
Video that makes you old. It's true. An hour and a half off our lives so far. Almost done.
For each Tetris or World of Warcraft, we'd have a link to the logical issues. If Mario 1 came out today, it would objectively be less impressive than it was in 1983, because back then, there were only a handful of 2D platforms.
Yes, objectively less impressive, but objectively bad? I don't know if I'd say that fully. Like, as long as
it wouldn't be objectively bad.
Just objectively less impressive. Like, so what?
Done to death compared to all the things that, you know, all the other Mario games that do the same thing, but more interestingly because of less tech limitations.
Yeah, not to mention how, like, the whole timeline of how this game influenced other games in the medium, like he was going on and on about. Does that come into the picture here, or I guess not? We're just moving on, I think.
Technology used to create them pales in comparison to the computers of the modern day. Even if, somehow, we could magically compress the entire timeline and make it so every single candidate for this list
Dude, shut up!
We'd still have dozens of potential
Why would you
contenders.
use Gestalt Sanctuary?
It doesn't seem particularly reasonable to judge a game independent of the context of its release, especially when works of art...
Yeah, it isn't! Exactly! We did it! He finally realized that it's not...
Wait, that's Shadow of the Colossus gameplay? That's the remake. Never mind.
Different games
that looks pretty good.
Pretty strong argument for here on a purely
at least
basis.
50+% of this footage has not been the 7 games.
I know, right? Like, we never even finished the list.
It's a very interesting PUBG clone he's showing on screen.
The inherent subjectivity of the medium, though, this goes from
That's true! He brought up Fortnite, not PUBG! I just realized that. I forgot that it was. Oh my gosh, I give up.
Difficult, completely impossible.
I keep forgetting all these other
There does exist a
games.
list that I could throw on screen right now that you would look at and go, yeah, that's correct. Those are the 7 most important games ever made. You could then pause the video, grab your roommate or family member or whoever's closest to you, show them the screen, and watch as they go, are you out of your mind? That is obviously wrong.
That's me. I'm the guy. Also, like, again, what's your point?
Completely
course-
subjective.
Exactly. Everyone has different separate favorite games, and that's okay. I don't really mind. It's more about like trying to say they're masterpiece. Like these are the best games. Like, okay, can you quantify it and like get more specific? Like best games ever, best games up to now, best games of this time. Again, like there's so many cool things you can get into for why a game is the best in some way. Why are we trying to do this impossible task and then just saying, oh, actually, this impossible task is in fact impossible? No, Shrek! That's crazy. That's so insane. And we're just getting into like subjective territory here.
All of this is the first
Of course,
half
everyone
why
has
this
different
question
opinions
has
on
stumped me.
games. I don't know why it's
Funny enough,
like he's
is what
bringing it up like
finally
it's a new
allowed me to
discovery.
complete the list. The term masterpiece isn't a measurement. Try to think back to the last time
Well,
you
it
called a
is,
game a
but-
masterpiece. Do you remember exactly why you did it? For me, it was Shadow of the Colossus. As I watched the final sequence of the game play out, and I stood in awe. As the credits
Why
scrolled
why
across
would
the
you not
screen,
just
I
show the
couldn't help
final
but think
sequence?
that was
Because
it.
it's a massive
That was
spoiler, and it's the
masterpiece.
entire
I didn't
point for
think
playing
that
the
because
game.
the game reached
I-
some arbitrary level
guess,
where
but
it
I would
suddenly
be okay with a
crossed some
spoiler
invisible
warning, and I
line
could
from
skip
great
it.
game to masterpiece.
whatever.
It wasn't like
I
a
also listened to
kilometer
this
where it
video.
goes from 998 meters to 1002 and we suddenly go, yep, that's it, it passed the threshold. No, it's more like an exclamation point. Like the last dunk in a basketball game that's already over, or the final song at a wedding just before everyone
Okay,
goes
dude.
home. In a wonderful video from the channel The Art
I know
Assignment, the
you
creator
could
of Sarah
quantify
Yours
masterpiece
says in
with
regards
enough
to
argumentation, but
masterpieces,
you
we're
didn't
talking
do it.
about what we want the future to know about the present. And I think that's exactly
What?
it. That's the key. When you call
What?
something a masterpiece, it's almost
What?
like you're saying
I'm only,
this
this
is
will be the
how I
last time I
want
rewind for the rest of the video.
or
Let's
the
say that
final
again.
song at a wedding just before. In a wonderful video from the channel The Artist says in regards to masterpieces, we're talking about what we want the future to know about the present. And I think that's exactly
Okay,
it.
so
That's
this
the
random
key. When you
YouTuber's
call something a
definition of masterpiece
it's
is-
almost like you're saying this is how I want
It's a better
to remember
definition
it.
than I
This
provided.
deserves to be
I
Yeah.
want the future to know about the present. Jump on the Goomba. We did a lot of that back in my day.
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas.
The games that I feel, based on both my research and my initial criteria, are as close to objective as I can get. These are the 7
No,
games
they
that I think are
weren't.
the most
I'm
important for
sorry,
the
you just
history of the
didn't.
medium, the 7 true masterpieces. Yet I also wanted to make my own personal list, a list of games that I thought deserved that exclamation point, that defining label, games I thought deserved to be remembered. I'll throw this second list on screen at the end and make a full video about it on Patreon.
You
With that in
thought-
mind, let's finally
We're
take a
not
look
going
at
to
the 7
Patreon to
true
see your favorite games.
masterpieces.
What-
List
what-
1 in
how is that
chronological order
valuable
is
to
as
me?
follows. Tetris. As previously stated, it's about as close to
Even
a
if I
I
was a
gotta
fan
know
of
what
it
it is. I gotta
Like,
know what it is,
If
guys.
Critical Drinker
Supermarket
said,
Spending my
like,
money now.
give me
Reasons
money
as
to see
before,
my
I won't
7
spend too
favorite
much time
movies,
on it.
I'm not,
Third
I don't
will be
care.
Doom
Like, why would that
1993.
matter
Not
to
only
me?
is it one of the first 3D games ever made, but it
Hey,
also
everyone in chat,
revolutionized FPSs and
super
shooters
chat
in
us like
general, a genre
$10
that
and I'll
became
tell you
one of
my
the most
7 favorite
popular and
games that
arguably
exist.
most profitable on the
Yeah,
planet.
our 7
Although that
masterpieces
process depends
doesn't
on
pay
those
He just
well.
erased
semantic
Doom from
factors that
reality.
You will
I'm so
never
insulted.
know
Before
unless
No,
you
he did. Yeah,
super chat.
I am still listening to
The
him.
impact
Yeah,
these
he
games
is.
had on the
He's just
industry,
on.
and more importantly,
he's
outside
redoing
of it, is
everything
simply
now,
too great
just-
for me to place anything else in this spot. Number 5 is Ocarina of Time. It was both the pioneer of 3D cameras and action games with the Z targeting system, a system that's still used in most third-person 3D action games today, and the blue.
Okay, but there's so many other systems in so many games. Like you even mentioned Doom. You mentioned Tetris. Like you mentioned Pong. Like again, like the talking just immediately gets applied to like, well, why wouldn't Pong be used? Like why wouldn't Pac-Man be used?
Wouldn't it-
They all started a system that's still used today to some degree. Whether or not it's been improved or not is a different conversation. But it's so surface level. It's so simple, and you're not like doing enough work to like back it up. I could immediately just ask all these like what ifs, and I'm not gonna get anything. Unfortunately.
Where's Pepsi Man? Pepsi Man, you know, it pioneered the runner genre, and like Temple Run,
yes.
Subway Surfers,
The
they
corporate
owe their
shovelware.
existence to
Again,
Pepsi Man.
Oh wait, Pepsi Man's a great example of a game with great influence and timelessness, but terrible quality.
No, Pepsi Man's a genuinely good game if you like Temple
I
Run.
don't think I agree, Mario.
Cutscenes are
It's-
incomprehensible. But let's move
ET's
on.
genuinely a good game if you like garbage, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
It's literally better than Temple Run and Subway Surfers
It's
stacked
better
on top
than
of each
Temple
other.
Run. I don't. You shut your time mouth. No, I don't think I've seen enough of it. I think we're good with Pepsi Man. No
For
more.
Pepsi Man
decades, the
pioneered
preferred
drinking
person
Pepsi
doing
in video
action
games.
games. Fans feel autonomy to
True.
Pepsi
This
Man
is a
doesn't.
thing that happens in RPG.
Dude, we should make
True.
like Wario. If ever do another Wario Bob, we should do that. Just like Pepsi Man as the first game that invented like drinking Pepsi in video games, just makes it influential on the medium. It is a masterpiece. That's my number one. Number two, Garfield Kart. Just
Dark Souls to even Elden Ring were all either directly or indirectly inspired by Ocarina of Time. At number 6, I'd place the aforementioned World of Warcraft for being the game that brought MMOs into the mainstream. A lot of the biggest games on
What?
the planet today are MMOs. Think things like Final Fantasy XIV
So doesn't
or Elder Scrolls
bring it
Online.
into the
On top of
mainstream.
this, its cultural
Why is
impact
that
is up there with
that's not
games
an
like
attribute
Pokemon
from
and our
before.
final
Influence,
entry,
you see,
number
influence.
7,
Yeah,
the
but just
last
influence is so
masterpiece,
vague.
Minecraft, the
Accessibility.
highest-selling video game of all time. A game that, much like Pokemon Red
Watch
and
it,
Blue
Shrek,
and World
'cause
of
I've
Warcraft
been
before it
Shreking
dramatically
Minecraft.
impacted the world outside of the game, and a game that's seen continued dominance for over a decade now, with no signs of slowing down anytime soon. And that's as
Vintage
close as I
Story.
can get to an
Until
objective
now,
list,
yeah,
except
Vintage
it's
Story
not
is
perfect,
actually-
and even I have some
there's
problems with
finally,
it.
like,
Among other
Minecraft's kinda
things, I
starting
feel
to
it
slow down, losing their
prioritizes
core
influence
audience,
a
which
bit
is
too
sad.
much, leading to a total lack of more modern games like Elden Ring or most of the best indies that simply haven't had enough.
Wow, they
time
all
to generate the
prioritized
kind of
one
legacy
category
influence
unless-
that older games like Doom
Yep.
or Ocarina of Time have.
Is
That
that
said,
crazy?
if the aliens showed up tomorrow,
I thought
and
there were
asked for a
7.
list, this is the
I
one I'm
thought so
giving.
too.
So with that impossible task finally
Why with the
completed, and with
aliens
everything
again?
we've gone
Stop
over
with the
in mind,
aliens. Every time you
I'm
bring
gonna
up the
ask you one
aliens, your
final
argument gets
question. A
stupider.
true
I don't care what
Leave them
Smack
out.
I would
Invincible
tell the aliens
thinks
to
on
play
Pac-Man.
KFC Dating
So if
Sim.
someone told you they believed
Yeah.
the game was a true masterpiece, then regardless of the
I'd give
game's
him a Steam
quality,
card if
Play
they did
War
that.
PG.
its
Play War
legacy,
PG.
and any other metrics you could use to define it, would they be wrong to do so? And if not,
Yes.
what games do you believe deserve to be?
This video like
remembered?
fundamentally proved that. You proved that. Not
Thank
even
you
like
so
not
much
even
for
unintentionally.
watching
He did all
today.
our job
I feel
for
like I
us.
said this
We didn't
last
even need
time
to be
too,
here.
but this video was an
He blew up
absolute
all his
nightmare
own
to make.
arguments.
But if you want to
That's
see
what
more
they're
of
for.
them, why not
This
hit
was
that
a nightmare to
subscribe button?
make, dude. You
YouTube
don't
is
know the
probably getting rid
concept
it
of
anyway,
that.
so you might as well
Yes,
press it for
trust
old
me.
time's sake, right? And if you really want to support me even further, you can do so on Patreon to get your name in the
I
credits
don't.
and get a few bonus
Dude.
videos. All right, I'll see you.
Can I like undonate? Can I like steal from his Patreon to pay me back for that?
The time we lost.
I would love if that was an option to just steal from people whose opinions you hate too much.
Or like
Who's,
a scary red button, like just negative, like steal me, rob me.
The scary dislike button, the thumbs down.
So, yep, that was the first video. that was I thought that was pretty good, honestly. Just our conversation on it, not really the video itself, of course. But that was terrible.
No, that was quite bad.
It's just
That was a tremendous waste of time.
yeah. I mean, as per the point is like I knew what I was getting into. I think we kind of all had an idea. It was gonna be a rotten time. Yes. Please make better videos, Mr. Swooker. I don't quite understand, like, if you would actually maintain and own your points to the end and try to, like, prove about 7 masterpieces, I think that's more respectable than what you did at the end there. We're just like, oh, actually, this is, like, kind of all
Ultimate
pointless
hedging.
and impossible.
No,
yeah, it's just,
I don't know. What do you do when you've sunk a huge amount of time in? What would you guys do if you sunk a huge amount of time into a video only to realize the entire project was pointless?
I would can it. I've done it before. I don't.
That's
it's
kind of how
hard-
I feel too.
It's
But
tough, but,
that's why we're not YouTubers, YouTube influencers,
well,
to a greater degree
some
than we are.
some of
Sorry.
us are. Yeah, I mean, I want to call myself an influencer, but some of us make videos.
I have 1,000 subs and 1 million views on a video I didn't make.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
And I'd say we're better off and more like, I would say honest than freaking mhswoocer, which is just a sad thing.
Tragically, I have to drop out here, but I hope you guys enjoy the Mario glazing.
No, that's okay. Thank you very much for
Farewell.
joining. You gave some great points. We had some good conversation on that, so I appreciate it. But yeah, that was something. I don't know if anyone else wants to drop out before we move on, because the next videos are much
I'll
shorter.
continue, but I gotta go to the bathroom first, so I'll be
Oh
right
yeah,
back.
no, go for it. I guess okay, so it'd be just
Intermission.
that just like was the ultimate
I'm
example
sorry.
of what.
Bringing
What?
this video to the limelight.
No, it's okay. I think we had a great discussion about games and stuff, which I enjoyed talking about. That was just like a perfect example of these modern video essays that are just like basically doing nothing but wasting your time. Like basically just word salad and not really owning their own points at all. It's just like people will watch this and act like, yes, nod their head, yes, this makes so much sense. Like, that is why it's a masterpiece. And then just like forget about it by like the end of the day. It's just sad. Like, people should really yearn to make like really good video essays and actually like try to prove their points instead of trying to make some philosophical like, oh, you see, it doesn't actually matter if this is a masterpiece or not because someone else will have a different opinion than you. That's not why we do this. I don't. You could.
There
like,
are facts and there are opinions. For example, I think George Washington crossed the Delaware. Uh-oh, wait, that's not a fact or an opinion. It's both. Oh no.
Oh no! Now what? It's almost like objective and subjective are both opinions, and you could substantiate mechanical like facts and whatnot in videos. This is what people do for video games, movies, and pretty much anything ever discussed. Why? Why can't? Oh, I probably get the next video in the chamber, so to speak. This is gonna be more fun because this Game Explained is just like a total cloud. I couldn't believe what I was seeing with the music video, which I haven't even seen this one. Which is
I don't
called.
understand Game Explain at all.
Neither do I.
Now that we
Oh.
finally reached the
Oh,
finale.
I'm sorry.
I
Oh
don't
no, we're
understand
getting out of
where his
ourselves.
line is.
Now that we finally
Like where he'll generally just be all positive about everything until like there's some invisible line. Like every part of the original Mario movie has its own individual video defending why it's perfect. But then the Galaxy movie, which the problems that it actually fixed some of the first movie's problems. Then the problems that it had were pretty identical to the same ones he was defending in the first movie.
Yeah. No,
So it's really weird. I'm shocked he doesn't like it because he defended the first one so hard on all of those points. Tried to say those issues didn't exist almost.
It's hard
When
to
they
it's hard to
totally do in
pinpoint
both.
what exactly it is that he's trying to do because I mean, there's a real chance he could actually just be a shill. Like I'm not sure. Like obviously there's no way to prove that if he's a shill or not. But they are real. Those are real things. I'm just not sure. But I'm not
Him
gonna.
being so negative about the new one, that was like the first really negative thing I'd seen from him. So that was interesting. I don't know. He would have gotten a lot more street cred from me if he'd been willing to be negative about the Star Fox 64 third remake they just dropped, but now he's glazing that too. So
I would be willing to say that for this, I'm leaning more that he's not. He's being genuine. Like, these are his actual.
I don't think he is because there's some variance in his opinions. It's not always positive. It just feels like a complete die roll when it isn't.
Yeah. No, I don't. I wish I could say for sure. I don't know. MondayMan, do you know who this guy is? Like, have you heard about him?
A long time ago.
We need to explain him to you.
Wario can do it.
Get
Mario
it-
Bros
get it,
are the
like-
ones who found him. I don't actually really know too much except for these videos.
I remember him from a long time ago because I think he used to do those boss no damage spoil whatever videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But that was like 9 years ago.
He primarily now just talks about Nintendo leaks and the leaks for the movies and like promotional materials for the movies and when the next thing is coming out and reviews new games and such. Like pretty much feels like almost exclusively Nintendo stuff, even though I know he does a few things that aren't. Like most of his content is that.
All right,
Also,
I'm back.
I don't think he personally is Game Explain. Like there are other people on the channel. He's just always the guy who's
like
in
a
these
team of
videos.
editors and stuff. No, I get you.
Yeah, he's not Game Explain, but he basically is Game Explain.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
back
really
in the
weird.
day, GameXplain used to be a much bigger, more reputable thing. But like in the last couple years, it's just been him and his ramblings, basically.
Yeah, Mario rambling. So I guess what we're doing here is he has a whole series, like this hence the title of the video. He's like just white knighting and gushing and glazing the like Super Mario movie that came out a few years ago.
Can you explain that term to me?
Glazing or white knighting?
White knighting.
Yeah,
It means he's like going into combat to defend Nintendo's honor and defend like the movie's honor. When like even if you like it,
fanboying.
I like it. I
Yeah,
saw it several
fanboying
times
is-
in theaters,
Yeah.
but
It's when it's
a
ridiculous
lot
and
of the complaints
unreasonable. It's
are
like being a simp.
unreasonable. Yeah,
yeah,
he simps for this movie.
I don't know if
pretty
I'd say
hard.
like it's the completely correct term to use. I was using it more like as a meme because like all these videos are framed as if like he's literally going to battle against all the like the negative takes on the movie. Every single one is framed that way. Like another one, if we have time, we'll see. We're an hour 40. I don't know how long you guys want to go for, but another one I had was just defending the licensed music in the movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what the whole video is. This one is why does the Mario movie even exist? I actually have only seen like a few seconds of this. I was so like bamboozled,
Same,
like,
and it immediately was so bad that I'm like, we gotta save these live reactions.
we gotta like savor it. Yeah, it's just insane. So, anyways, if everyone's ready and the watch
I'll
together,
also state, along with Wario, that I do like the movie, but that
No,
doesn't
I
mean these
thought it was
videos are retarded.
I thought it was okay too, but I definitely don't think it was the freaking best thing Illumination's ever made. Like it's,
Yeah.
I would give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10, and don't do the. Yeah, you get it. It's just-
Now that we finally reached the finale of my 12-part Mario movie analysis series, there's still one question left that we have to address. Isn't the Mario movie actually pointless?
Why would
Anyone asks this question, by the way. I've never heard this criticism of this movie, so it just is really bizarre. We'll get into it more, but it's like
at the end of your
really
series?
strange.
I don't know if I want. I don't know.
It should have been first if
I
he
would
was gonna
say
make it, but I don't think he needed to make it because this isn't a question I've ever heard about
Just
this
as
movie.
immediate, like obviously no, it's not pointless. I don't think anyone would admit a story is completely pointless. But let's see what he said.
After all, what's the point of making a Mario movie if it merely aims to be a near-perfect adaptation of the games themselves?
Okay, then why adapt anything?
No.
Why adapt anything?
Exactly.
The book
immediately-
already exists. Anything else, like,
Exactly.
it's not
It's-
pointless to do an adaptation of something. Nobody thinks that. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
dude, nobody freaking watched the Mario movie and said, this is just like the games. What is the point of this? No one freaking thinks that or said that because, first of all, it isn't like the games. It's not, it's freaking completely different. Like, Chris Pratt isn't voicing Mario in the game, so there you go. Immediately, it's different. It's an adaptation.
Yeah.
They're not freaking
There's
actually
also like
going to
3,000
Brooklyn.
times more dialogue in the movies.
They're not
There's, like,
fighting
Also,
Jack
Also, what
Black
about like
Bowser.
book
characterizations.
adaptations?
Yeah, exactly. Or any type of adaptation for that matter. I mean, there's so many
They're
different
pointless.
mediums.
Why not just read the book?
It's, it's
That's like
Also-
half of all movies, basically.
It's two
Yeah.
arguments. It's like the thing like there's no point of adaptations, and also that the movie is so similar to the game, which it just isn't. I'm not a Mario fan,
Adaptations
but
being
I
close
know
and
it's not
validates
like that.
them.
I guess so. It's
Instead of, say, something more unique, right? At that point,
No
wouldn't it
one
just
is
be
trying
better
to
play the games instead?
champion the
These
90s
aren't
Mario
just
movie here. Where are you hearing
I
that?
don't know. We better just play the
Where
games
are you
instead.
hearing that?
Mr. GameXplain's, anyone can choose whether to watch the movie, play the games, or do both. Like, I don't think anyone's saying that it's pointless to watch a movie because there's a game version. That doesn't make sense. Because obviously the opposite is, why watch Lord of the Rings? I can play the Return of the King game for 2004 PS2. Like, it doesn't
I mean,
matter.
well, why do that when you can just read the book?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be
Just
more.
read the
I'm
Why
trying to be
read
like
the
a
book
video
when you
game.
can just like peer into Tolkien's brain cells and experience it that way?
I just like, it's like brainless and
Watch the animated version.
Oh, I've seen that. It's a
The
freaking,
rotoscope
that's a freaking trip.
Russian.
Yeah, they're freaking weird, dude. But they actually are still kind of entertaining.
Hypothetical questions, but were actually asked by a well-known movie video essayist, Patrick H. Williams.
Wait,
No idea
actually?
who he is. No idea who this fellow
Oh,
is.
he's like one of the original, one of the like hugest critics. Did he actually
but, like-
say this?
Mario movie. No, I'm actually a big fan of Patrick's content.
If this
and
guy
I
just
mean
wants
it
all
absolutely no
adaptations to be
disrespect.
weird and bad, then that's his L, but I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else is saying that.
Also, like, I kind of almost want to hear the context of what he actually said, because I don't even really believe that he said it's pointless, like, completely.
As it applies to the Mario movie and video game to movie adaptations in general, well, I couldn't disagree more. So here's the thing. There is a difference between being respectful of the source material and being slavish to it. So bold! As the movie
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Never do that again. That is so cringe. I don't
So
even care if, like,
cool.
you don't freaking, like, Mario Clip react me. Like, you're trying to convince me.
Mario
here.
agrees with me, guys.
Yeah.
Luigi's
Luigi
freaking
threw his phone.
Newt from Pacific Rim said so boom. So now I have to like, oh yes, that's what's happening here. It's Charlie
explores
Day.
myriad elements that the games never have, and likely never will, at least to any significant degree. Like
Yeah,
how it
Jack
features
Black will
an
never be in
actual
the
story
games.
with dynamic plot beats. And
Okay, Mario fans in here. Has a Mario game ever featured, and I quote, an actual story with plot beats?
Yes.
Any
Super
given Mario
Mario
RPG
Odyssey.
game. Mario Odyssey.
Mario Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy. To an extent.
Wow, Really?
But,
That's
like the
that's
RPG
so
games,
crazy.
especially.
RPG games,
completely nuke this.
that's like 7 games.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
Like GameXplain, you're trying to defend it here, and you immediately shot yourself in the foot. The movie isn't unique because it has a story. The games have, even the first game has a story.
Yeah,
You like it's
Save the princess, jump on the Goomba. There's the story.
Jump on the Goomba.
jump on the
Plots,
Goomba.
needs, and actual arcs. Mario and Luigi have actual conversations now. And no, this didn't count.
Why? Why? Why not? Just because you can't understand them? Is that why? They're having a
But
conversation.
they
They're
do
not
have
conversing.
dialogue, don't they?
I'm
No,
It's
not-
a joke!
But everybody else has dialogue in those games.
Yeah.
even if it's a
It
joke,
is a
I think
joke,
he's. I
but
think
it's
he's.
a stupid joke.
I think he's being serious
should
that the movie
repent.
characters have like more like. I think he wants to say the movie characters having like actual like impactful conversations, like actually like exchanging lots of dialogue. I don't even believe that there hasn't been a Mario game where Mario and Luigi didn't have a conversation.
That's
Also
actually
have a proper origin
Mario
story
generally
beyond
doesn't
the stork
talk.
did it.
He
Yeah.
almost always only says like, "Yahoo! Haha! Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm playing my
Luigi
game.
talks, though.
Yahoo!"
Okay,
Luigi will
I
talk in full sentences, but Mario almost never does. Like there'll be some other creature with him in the RPGs that'll speak for him or like
Oh.
interpret what he's saying. Usually,
okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Mario's
it's
basically
just-
functionally mute.
And I'll do one of like immediate invalidations here. Well, right off the bat, oh, they have a proper origin story in the movie. Beyond a Stork did it. There isn't an origin story in the movie. They just are already in Brooklyn doing their plumbing job.
No. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2, origin story. Mario's a baby, alright? He just dropped off, and there's
Wait,
a
I'm
whole
not-
game about it.
Wait, you're responding to me? I'm talking about the movie.
No, I'm talking about GameXplain. Like, if he
Okay, yeah, yeah.
legitimately says, this is the only origin story that Mario's ever had.
Oh,
Shut
okay,
up.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's wrong.
Well, no-
I didn't know that. I just knew about the stork thing though. I looked it up before. Like Waluigi and I had a debate about this exact thing a long time ago.
Oh.
So I only knew about the stork. I didn't know that there actually was a baby thing on an island. But
Yeah.
like again, like for someone trying to defend the movie, like we're all defending the movie better than GameXplain is right now. I don't like. It's so
Oh
stupid.
yeah, that's true.
It's
They even have an entire family now, which has only been hinted at before. So
why is that?
the very
Forget it.
question
Just
itself of why
Well, that's the
someone
point of the
watched
movie,
Mario
is to see
movie
Mario's
when
Uncle
they play the
Tony.
games instead is at best ignorant and at worst incredibly dismissive. Because as a lifelong fan of the games, the movie provides an experience that the game simply can't. I'm never
Did you need to make a video for this? Like again, like with like how about for things that are pointless? Is this video pointless? Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Question basically no one is
Mario games
asking
get
except maybe
frustrated
that one
with Mario.
YouTuber kind of sort of vaguely
Which
implied
we-
it.
Actually, if someone actually wants to grab that, I'm willing to take a peek
Too
and
lazy.
or I get like a timestamp of him saying that. I would like to see what he actually said because I almost don't think he actually said that verbatim. That's a pretty
You can make
crazy
it a
thing
link.
to say.
Nor are the games going to slow down to focus on what Mario himself desires.
Why not? Why can't they? Games
They
can do
don't.
that.
They won't do that because Miyamoto doesn't want them to. But he's right at least that it hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
Okay, I still though I think they.
But
that
yeah,
doesn't mean-
Miyamoto will never
that
let
doesn't
that
mean they
happen as long
can't.
as he lives.
Once
If the
Miyamoto
games
dies,
could
though,
provide these
Things are
we
gonna
should
change
want
in a
them
pretty
to.
big way.
I play games to, well, play them. And when I
Oh
play
yeah,
Mario
here it
World-
comes!
Okay. Oh wait. Oh yeah.
I
Sorry.
play games to play them.
Context. I'm expecting to be interacting and overcoming
Is
challenges.
this guy
all
the
by
narrator for
myself,
How to
which
Basic?
having story sequences will only get in the
Sounds
way
like it.
of.
Wait,
I actually
wait, listen
get
to that
annoyed whenever
last bit.
Yeah, I
interact-
will. Sorry.
Please don't take that out of context. I'm expecting to be interacting and overcoming challenges all by myself, which having story sequences will only get in the way of.
Dude.
Story
Oh my
bad.
gosh.
I have to be constantly interacting with it. Constantly must be only gameplay. No, I mean, don't take it to like Kingdom Hearts extremes. But how
Yeah.
are you just like sitting there twitching with the controller in your hand if there's a cutscene?
Twitching.
Let me play.
With Mario. Well, also like
What is
cutscenes aren't
wrong
even.
with you?
Remember, cutscenes aren't even the only thing. Like, what about like story built into the gameplay? Things many games have done
Mhm.
before.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many ways to integrate story into your game. I mean, is he not aware that the game he's playing on screen right now probably has a story built into what you're doing? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid thing to say, just in general. Like, I don't.
I
want
mean, yeah,
story,
what
I
he's
want
showing on
game.
screen right now is a cutscene from Mario Sunshine. So it was like
Yeah.
was he trying to skip
Oh
those
my
cutscenes or
gosh.
something?
Wait,
He
yeah,
was.
wait.
He
Does
was
he?
just slamming the A button the entire time.
Do you think he
Next,
even knows?
come on, I gotta play.
Is he even aware of what he's pulled there?
Annoyed whenever games take control away from me for any longer than necessary.
What? Who's
He gets
determining?
upset
Who's
if-
determining what necessary is? I'm guessing you.
Yeah.
That's insane. That is a really dumb thing to say. I'm sorry. I
Don't
didn't
be
know I got
sorry.
controls taken away from me, dude. Like, it's okay. Everyone has different play styles, but like, you can't just say that. Like, I personally like when a game has more game than a cutscene. Okay, but that's not what the video is about. That's not what we're talking about, and that's not what Patrick Willems or whatever was saying either. We're talking about
I feel like
different
that's
mediums
definitely a
here.
trend with older gamers.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't personally. For me, I think like I have a limit too. Like when I see like freaking
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, that was insane. Like when you had like an
It's
hour-long
torment, but
cutscene,
it's
you
also a
walk down a
stupid
hallway,
story.
another cutscene. Like it might as well just be a movie or show at that point. Like if you're like you
Yeah.
clearly want to make it a movie. But for this or Mario, like really, how bad are the cutscenes in Mario? I've never heard anyone ever complain.
There
Aren't
are
they
like
usually pretty short?
almost no cutscenes ever
And they're
in
short,
Mario,
right?
and almost all of them are skippable.
The opening cutscene of the cake at Peach's birthday,
Yeah, and
Bowser
that's
steals Peach.
skippable too.
He's he's losing his Shrek over that.
It is.
How long
Or
are
like
they
when
usually?
you enter into a new world and you see one of the Koopalings hop over to their castle.
Oh my!
Yeah, he's just losing his mind.
So I don't. But see, but it's taking away from you playing the game. Because
Yeah.
games are only games. Stories are not part of games, according to Mr. GameXplain.
It's
Dude,
like Miyamoto like beamed into his house and held a gun on him to tell him to say that, because that's Miyamoto's
Yeah.
whole philosophy. It's
Oh,
just
boy.
it's bizarre.
I didn't know
another
that.
person has ever said that. Oh,
No,
Miyamoto said that like a bajillion times and bragged about getting story taken out of Mario games.
Yeah.
So
it is just fundamentally goofy to not understand that like story is like one of the big pieces of what makes a game these days. Like, so you can make a game that doesn't have much story, but almost every game has a story to some tiny degree. I don't know. Some games.
yeah,
are
the story
heavier
of Pepsi Man is one of
Yeah.
my favorite game stories. You know, all
And-
those thirsty people, they need their Pepsi.
I was
Watch that-
moved by the compelling performance of the guy at the vending machine.
Yeah.
We just watched that Swooker video. Like, how about all those
Pepsi
older
TV.
games? Pepsi Man. I missed the Pepsi Man account. When is he gonna show up? The Swooker video was talking about how like some of the older games you could kind of fill in the story for yourself because it was simple enough like that you could kind of concoct what was going on. I mean, you're just like you talk about Space Invaders. You're a defender fighting against and invading whatever aliens or whatever. That's enough of a story for me. Like it really doesn't matter. I don't know why he's acting like story and games are like these mutually exclusive things that like can't work together. It's silly and like really infantile. Like you don't know anything about games. Mr. GameXplain. You're supposed to be explaining the games. I don't think you can.
Whereas my expectations are entirely different when I sit down to watch a movie. That's when I want to see a story.
Okay, but
unfold
that's just
before
you.
me and witness how the characters manage to overcome the obstacles
Yeah.
in their path, whether they be physical or mental barriers.
These can happen
so
in games.
the argument that the Mario movie doesn't offer anything that the games don't already do is completely without merit. One of the points that Patrick brought
Yes, that's true, but that's not why. Your reasons why don't make
up is
sense.
that he thinks comic books are the better source
And again,
for
it's an
movie
argument almost no
adaptation
one is making.
because
So
of static images, implying that video
What?
games have
Wait,
little to
what?
gain by virtue of already being a motion-based medium.
That does no. That's so stupid. That doesn't have anything to do with it. You can adapt it any way you want. There's been adaptations of like what about books? All the
Yeah.
adaptations of books, like Lord of the Rings, one of the most most acclaimed adaptations ever, like one of the best adaptations ever, is a book. There's no like because there's static images, dude. It's not like people have made incredible adaptations off of just words. Like that's how all stories start. It's like imagination. It's based off of anything. This is so stupid.
And to support this point, he then pointed out how the video game Super Mario Bros. Wonder looks exactly like the movie.
And honestly, the animation
No, it
quality
doesn't.
in a movie like Mario
No, it really
isn't
doesn't at
that
all.
much better than how current gen graphics look in a Mario.
okay, that's not true.
Okay,
at all.
that's just stupid.
That's not
yeah.
true. The
Patrick
Illumination
Williams,
movies look way better than pretty much any of the games have the ability to because of the
Of course.
absurd amount of budget going to that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like insane like rendering the rendering quality that they have.
Yeah, there's
It's
just fundamentally not true.
Patrick. Okay, yeah,
In their
this is
games too, it's not like you can block a scene in a video game.
Yeah,
yeah. No, and not to say that there can't be a Mario game someday that looks like the movie, but even just going back to the core argument, like, oh, the game looks like the movie, so just play the game. Like that's not like this is a stupid thing to say. There's so many things that go into what makes a movie, what makes a game. You're ignoring all of them based off of just appearances.
I'm not gonna play another Mario game until it looks like the modern game memes.
Yeah. Focus, Em. We gotta.
This will be a focus on. This will be Minecraft in 2038. Just like Jack Black. Shut up.
No.
Go
No.
away. I can't.
Why does he keep doing this?
Or
Why is he on the turning red background too?
You take a screenshot right there, Mars?
Turning red poster.
I need it. I can't. Oh my god. Stop.
Oh, he's still going.
Are we
Like, yeah, I agree. It was a ridiculous take, but stop it.
looking at the same thing? They don't look anything alike. Visually, the Mario movie blows the games
you're
away,
right here.
because even if the games ever do catch up on a technical level, they won't ever look even remotely like this.
And you're wrong. They can. Why would you even try to make that claim? The games
That
can't
wasn't
look
the
like
correct claim.
Yeah, no, that's not. You're missing all the points. You're so
It's a
close.
long way away.
Like, yes, you've identified that what he said is stupid. Now, can you please explain why? Oh, games can never.
He's never
look
played
like
anything on a non-Nintendo console, probably.
No, just seriously, like, dude, there are. I think it might not be crazy to say, but I think there are games that actually do look better than the Mario movie. I mean, what's that freaking?
No, I agree.
What's the one that just is being tested with Unreal Engine 6 right now? I can't put my finger on it. They just released. It looks like crazy good, like photorealistic. I can't. What is it called? I'll look it up later. But point being that like graphics have been getting better and better forever. To try to say they can't ever look remotely like that, you're goofy.
Simply because that's not how video games work.
Oh yeah, you know how video games work. GameXplain's. Trick you.
I guess he's talking about like the cinematic framing, but you can do that too, actually.
You can't. I mean, it'd be resource intensive, but things are always getting better and more affordable. Like this is just the track that we've been on for, 50 years.
Wario, you should play the Arkham games. They're like on sale often on Switch, and they're actually a good example of cinematic gameplay that looks like you're watching a movie, but you're actually
Arkham Knight. Especially Arkham Knight. That looks super good.
Yeah.
This does need to occur.
I think the best one is Arkham City, personally, but Arkham Knight is much fun. Man City. Those are great games. And then they freaking made Suicide Squad: Kills the Justice League, which Zenko bought for me when it was on sale, and we're gonna play as an MCT gamer because it's a horror game. And the canon conclusion, what happens to Arkham Batman as well, which the spoiler alert is really bad and stupid. Everyone hates it. So that'll be fun. But yeah, great games that look amazing, and that game was a pretty good track. And what was Arkham City, like 2016 or something?
Oh, I have no idea.
And that looks freaking
I
incredible.
thought that was Arkham Knight.
Wait, I am talking about Arkham Knight. Wasn't that 2016? Did I say Arkham City? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said City.
Sorry, Arkham Knight. Yeah, Arkham Knight. Yeah, that's the one that looks the best, especially with the open world Gotham and everything.
Dynamic camera angles like this. Unless you think running straight at the camera Crash Bandicoot style is peak game.
Dude, you've never played anything but Mario. Like, you've got to be kidding me. You think you can't have cinematic camera angles, dude? Have you ever heard about moving the camera? You fatty. You just
Rebirth has scenes that are cinematically shot.
There are games where you can move the camera. You can make cinematic shots. You can have a cinematic camera mode. That's in game.
You should have heard of Rebirth. Even that's on Switch too. He'd be able to play.
Yeah,
that.
true. He should be playing Remake on the demo.
Also, like Wario is on screen again.
Yeah.
As another
example,
No! No! What's he gonna say?
As a toy, when the Kingdom Hearts 3 appears, it too has to adhere to the principles of being a game, meaning you're not going to get interesting cinematography or character reaction shots during gameplay.
That's not because. Shut up! That's not because of anything to do with restrictions of gaming. That's just because the game sucks. It's because the game is bad. You can't have a Kingdom Hearts.
What exactly is he trying to say there? He's trying to say it has to.
Sorry. Second. Oh, Wario, I think you got disconnected. I don't see you're in the.
I did accidentally.
It's okay. I'm skipping to it.
Okay, there we go.
I'll let it play in full.
Crash Bandicoot style is peak gameplay. As another example, for as amazing as a Toy Story segment of Kingdom Hearts 3 appears, it too has to adhere to the principles of being a game, meaning you're not going to get interesting cinematography or character reaction shots during gameplay. And I don't mean.
But you can.
Okay, yeah.
You
get too much is the thing.
Not only does Kingdom Hearts actually
everything.
Well, Kingdom Hearts does do that for some parts of the game. Like we've done that before.
Gameplay is interrupted constantly.
Yeah, And well, I mean, also not to see aren't there games where this does happen? Oh yeah, Arkham. When you get into like the combat moves in Arkham, you get close-ups and crap of stuff happening when you're fighting. You
Yeah,
get cinematic shots. We were just talking about those.
that's
Just to
why I
name
brought
one
Arkham
example.
up specifically.
Oh yeah, well it's just one example. Like this is the way worse I remember it being, Wario. This is really bad. You don't know. Your channel's called GameXplain. Why do you not know anything outside of like Nintendo and Squeenix? I guess.
Apparently he knows, apparently he's a Kingdom Hearts fan, which is another big
Of course
no-no in his ledger.
It's a big tell. I'll say that.
It does.
That as a medium,
tell you a lot.
video games generally have more to gain from being adapted into film than even comics do. Because comics, like film, are inherently a story-driven medium, whereas games don't have to be. Games can get it.
Dude.
What are you talking about?
I do. Every 10 seconds there's some new bombshell retarded thing. It's just driving me nuts. It's so bad. Okay, so let's just break that down immediately. So you're saying that games don't have to have a story, but like that's not true. I mean, like most games have a base story. Like, sure, you can have a game where you just like Tetris, where you're fitting blocks. Yeah, maybe there's not a really complex story with characters and whatnot. But why do you keep just comparing comics to them too?
Mhm.
Because Marvel, I guess.
What about what? That's just what he's thinking about because he's responding to Patrick Willem, who I guess said comics were better. Dude, like you could adapt anything from anything. You could adapt a movie from someone's like schizo rambling to you at lunch in 6th grade. It's okay. It could come from anything. To try to act like also you guys' profile pictures perfectly line up with the goal and everything. I just noticed you're next to each other in the call as well. It's I want to play it one more time as well. Get that in.
Video games generally have more to gain from being adapted into film than even comics do. Because comics, like film, are inherently a story-driven medium, whereas
Isn't it funny how he originally also said that video games and like story compared to movies are like generally harder to adapt, and how the movie is so different from the game, and how there isn't story in the games. So why would they be better adapted?
They have more to gain. It's not that they're better to adapt.
Oh, wait, what does that mean?
Gain. They gain more. They do more laundry.
You're right. That is what he said. I misquoted. Yeah,
that's detergent.
That's for sure.
Games can get away with having a bare-bones story, or even no story at all, as interactivity is the key selling point of that medium.
Even when you're showing Minecraft,
you're really showing footage from the Wii U exclusive Minecraft Mushroom Kingdom world.
This guy's life is Mario.
Rather than featuring a deep narrative. Not that they can't, just that they don't need to. Hell, I would even go so far as to say that comic books often look much more like their film adaptations than the video game equivalent does.
Did he just say equivalent?
I think he did.
Film adaptation than the video game equivalent does.
He does say equivalents. Okay, I can't parse this line.
I would even go so far as to say that comic books often look much more like their film adaptations than the video game equivalent does.
You see, comic books, there's no point to comic book adaptations because they're pretty much the same thing. But there is a point to video game adaptations because they're not pretty much the same thing, you see?
But I don't... Why can't they be? Like, okay, sure, you've noticed a trend where maybe there's some movies that closer match the source material in the setup than the games do. But what if that wasn't the case though? What if someone made a movie that looked exactly like the game? Then what?
Yeah, no one actually ever does this with games. He's right in that no one has directly adapted a game. Usually they're adapting a series.
Yeah, but they could though,
a concept of a game. But they totally could. There's no inherent reason that you can't.
I mean, hey, isn't there a whole Final Fantasy like short film that's available on YouTube right now that's kind of like completely adapted from the game? Am I like right? Isn't that
if you're thinking of Advent Children?
I don't know what I'm thinking.
Advent Children is its own like epilogue kind of.
Yeah, there's a movie sequel to Final Fantasy VII, and then there's also like an anime episode covering one of the famous sequences that I can't mention here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know which game that was from.
Especially the case for Mario. Also, it's a little ironic that Mario Wonder was a game picked by the essayist for this example, considering that Nintendo have stated themselves that the game only looks as good as it does as a direct result of the movie.
Okay, who cares? I don't. This has nothing to do with anything. It's just
This whole video is just a response to that one guy.
see, Nintendo said it looks like that, so checkmate. Like that's
Nintendo said it looks like that instead of the other way around. Yeah, so take that video essayist guy.
Take
You
that,
got him
Patrick
good,
Willem.
GameXplain. You really got him.
you,
Good job, buddy.
Patrick probably doesn't even know this video exists. I don't
No, he
know.
doesn't.
I don't
Yeah.
care for either of them, but
I
like
can't
that's
believe
just
I have to
goofy.
say this, but movies and games are fundamentally different. Even if
Who could have?
might be fun,
Who
they're
could
fun
have
in
guessed
their
it?
own way.
Movies and
This
games,
is-
they'd be different. Who
This
could have
is
seen
so-
this coming?
This is so bad. I'm doing 1.25 speed. I can't do it. You're getting through this faster.
Mario to overcome himself is not at all the same as seeing the character of Mario overcome them himself. It'd be like asking, why ride the Star Wars ride when you can stay home and watch the movies instead? They're two
Well, because in that argument, the movies are watching the original movies is better than going on the Star Wars ride at.
And
Galaxy's
watching the
Edge.
movies is like a bajillion times cheaper.
Also, yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna say. Exactly, Galaxy's Edge is like thousands of dollars to go there, especially if you don't live near there and anything. You have to fly and book all this stuff and like get fast pass. If you
Buy
actually
all
get
that
there,
bantha
get there.
milk that
Right.
starts to add up.
Yeah, the blue milk. Like, yeah, no, like,
fundamentally different mediums with different goals, suitable for different purposes, and sometimes even for different people.
and they're like differently accessible and like completely different things. It's like, obviously, yes, you don't need to say all this.
I mean, I've spent for an hour in a 12-part video series explaining how the Mario movie works as a movie, including the many ways
I
in
don't
which
think
the
you did a
source
good
material had
job.
to be
I haven't
molded
seen
to
all
work
of it,
within
but
the
I
movie's
don't.
framework.
Given how this is
Which, even if you
structured,
still think it falls short of what makes for a great movie, it's still inarguably leagues beyond what the games have done in those departments. And here's perhaps the strongest point yet to support.
okay. I don't know if any of you guys caught that. Just one more time. I
Yeah, say it again.
I want to see what you guys think about that.
Including the many ways in which the source material had to be molded to work within the movie's framework. Which, even if you still think it falls short of what makes for a great movie, it's still inarguably leagues beyond what the games have done in those departments. And here's
I mean, story-wise,
I don't
it does
know.
do a lot more than the games, most of the games that ever have any interest in doing. That's not really a fault of the developers or anything. That's a fault of the executives, specifically one executive. But I mean, visually, yeah, it's better than most of the games. Probably all the games.
Yeah, but
I
like
still didn't
like-
quite catch what he said. Maybe I need to turn it up a little bit.
he is.
But
I mean, I'll remind again, but he is saying that the movie is leagues ahead of the games in certain departments, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about story.
I mean,
I'll go one more
like
time.
there are snippets of lore in the games that you kind of just have to collect over the series. And so the Mario movie is like a concentration of all that lore in one place almost.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll play it one more time.
how the Mario movie works as a movie, including the many ways in which the source material had to be molded to work within the movie's framework. Which, even if you still think it falls short of what makes for a great movie, it's still inarguably leagues beyond what the games have done in those departments. And here's perhaps the strongest point yet to support.
I don't like departments plural. What's the other thing? Because story is what you're talking about. I don't know what else he thinks.
Maybe he's talking about the visuals.
Oh right, yeah, that's what he said earlier. They thought okay, yeah,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily true.
That view. Remember the sequence of Mario and Peach first ventured out on their adventure, and we see them pass through a wide variety of regions like grasslands, deserts, jungle, and mountains? That is your typical Mario game.
Dude, you gotta
What's
be
the
kidding
point
me.
of this, I wonder?
They go through scenes. This is like Mario game where you go through levels that look different.
Traveling
Tracker.
from one world to the next. Yet the movie relegates that entire experience to a 30-second sequence, effectively communicating that what happens during it isn't interesting enough to show for any longer.
That's just a creative choice though. That's not
It's
like
just it's a
reality
travel
tra-
montage. You're reading too much into it.
no. This is insane.
It's
It's
literally just a travel montage.
like
and
This
what
is
if
just
games
like the
to
hit
shoehorn in,
game
like,
Super Mario
cameos.
Bros. 2, where Mario, Toad, and Peach go on an adventure.
If you
That's
wanted
true.
this to be a landscape movie, then why wasn't it?
I can go get Dennis Villeneuve in on this. They have really long landscape shots of Mario maps, so this guy can be happy. I don't. It's just a creative choice. Like what if there was a video game adaptation, which I'm really blanking on some other ones right now, that did like
A Minecraft movie.
Minecraft Chicken Jockey that would give you enough screen time on these like scenes. Like, oh yeah, that's just like navigating parts of the game. Some adaptations do like honor that, some don't. It's their choice. It's I don't know. Like, he already kind of said like movies and games are different things, but why is he doing this bit now? Like, I thought you were trying to say there's fundamentally different. Why can't the medium choose to do what it wants with the source material? It's kind of like how the Minecraft movie doesn't need to have all these aspects from the game. because it's a new thing. Like the Mario movie isn't the Mario games. It's a completely new separate thing that's using that as like reference material. It's just silly.
Because since it isn't. There's nothing to it. No drama or stakes.
But it could be. But it doesn't have to be that way.
Narratively, it's a flat
I don't like
line.
your GameXplain.
Because in most Mario games, by and large, the story begins before World 1 and ends after World 8. And so the movie wisely cuts that out almost entirely. Because it doesn't matter.
But it could. There could be a movie where
Yeah,
these worlds are important and matter. Like, then what?
I guess what he's trying to
So
say
I
is
would
like the
propose-
parts that you would usually play aren't the parts you're seeing in this movie. Like, okay, and
I just don't.
I don't really get what he's getting
He's
at
arguing
here.
that it's just for the best because it doesn't matter, but it could matter.
I mean, yeah.
Waluigi, did you want to say something because you paused it, or are you trying to fix something?
No, I just keep pausing it because you guys keep talking.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
we've covered this point. Yeah, there
Nothing
could
to
be
add.
story in
The
Mario.
second sequence would have been stretched to fill the entire 83-minute
For me, it was
runtime.
pause all
But
the time.
instead, it's
I guess
everything
it
else
was
that surrounds it that actually matters. As in, all the other segments that leverage recognizable elements from Mario's world to craft something new that we've never seen before.
And why can't that happen for these other scenes? Like, what's your? He's not
Yes,
gonna
it
say.
may resemble Mario, but it presents that world in an entirely new way. One that's respectful while also being original. And it's the former half of that equation that the previous live-action attempt lacked. Because if originality is the only thing you want from a video game adaptation, why bother making it an adaptation at all? As the IP is just an anchor weighing you down at that point. Or as another way of looking.
What? That is a really like pessimistic way to look at just adaptations in general. Like, I don't understand why people think like you have to adhere to like all these weird rules for adaptations. Like, again, like Wario, like we've talked about this before, but the whole argument that like you need to get things one-to-one to quote-unquote respect the source material. Well, the easy counter to that is like, what if the source material is like really bad? It doesn't make sense. Like, then I might want to make changes to improve my versions for my adaptation because we're going into a different medium here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even this old 90s Mario movie that everyone hates, like, I've never seen it, but to act like the reason why it's bad is because it isn't closely matching the style of like the newer movie and the games.
It doesn't really have a lot
don't
to
think
do
that's why
with
it's
what
bad.
actually happens in Mario. And
Yeah.
the ways they decided to do things were just weird and stupid, and there's no reason to attach the IP to it.
I just don't think that's
doesn't
why
make
it
any
was
sense.
bad though. I mean, I think the IP was attached.
I think
to
it's
obviously
bad
wanted
because it's a
money.
badly made movie and it's
It
badly
looks,
conceived.
it looks horrible. The costume, like everyone like memes on the costumes in that movie. They look
Yeah.
awful.
It was supposed to be an adult movie at some point too.
Oh my, that's strange. I don't.
Yeah.
I should probably like that could actually be a fun Cyclone Theater sometime. I've never seen it, and I know it's like hilariously bad. So, anyway.
At it. The point of making an adaptation if there aren't any rules to be followed. And as both Mario movies have demonstrated in their own ways, the real challenge of making a good adaptation lies largely in identifying what those rules actually are. And even then,
some of them can be bent, others can be broken.
And that.
Wow, how nebulous! Certain rules can be bent. What rules? What do you? I don't.
Never quantify anything. I love vague posting. I love vague posting.
Yeah, you're vague posting like the frickin' soy jack with the shirt and the sign and the hat. That's what you are. Like you just like are so frickin' vague. Oh yeah, it's okay.
You can do some things, but you don't have to do others. And sometimes you
Adaptations-
don't have to do the things you even sometimes have to do.
Yeah, and he won't
Those
quantify
things,
what
that is.
any of those are. Like, okay, so adaptations can follow rules, but some can be bent. Like, oh, and a funny Matrix reference to distract you.
That is
Moving
what
on.
This movie completely nailed. It not only discovered
No,
what those
I don't
rules
think
are,
it did,
but
man.
which ones can be bent and which ones can be broken. It's
Okay,
that very understanding.
shut
that
up.
allows
Okay.
us to make these characters
All
evolve
the
and be brilliant
Brooklyn
world
thing
over
is
30
just
years
from the
in fantastical new
cartoons.
ways, without
It's
ever
not
feeling
even like
betrayed
they
by the source
originally thought of
material.
that.
And the
That's
end result
from
of
the
that is a
cartoons.
movie
They're
that's
just choosing to
fun.
incorporate that part of the lore.
He probably thinks that's what it's from. I don't. Honestly, I don't
think
know
he's
how well he
up on the
understands.
Super Show
I
lore.
don't think he. I don't know like how much he actually understands about the Stripping games at this point.
Point that left me smiling like an idiot after even several watches. I'm not joking when I say that my mood is elevated for days after watching it.
You need to calm down. It's a movie, and it's not a particularly amazing one either. It's just like okay, I'd say.
Even
I
the
mean,
experience.
I too
Yeah.
was like, I
Sad.
enjoyed seeing Thing. I like seeing Thing. Oh yeah, that's his parents. That's GameXplain's parents.
He's
Wait, really?
He's on like a
yeah, he
streaming
brought his
show.
parents in to react to it.
He's-
I just like the SpongeBob toilet image. Oh, That's GameXplain's parents. That's the parents of GameXplain
Yeah.
reacting to the Mario movie.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was. Yeah, it's just, he has the hat on. He has like the graphics of the movie and everything. This was like the most corporatized. Like, guys, look, even my parents liked it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And what if
And
my
I mean,
parents?
they look so thrilled to be there too. Like, okay,
well-
we'll appear on our son's YouTube channel to watch this kid's movie.
Oh, Waluigi, I'm gonna put this in the on screen. This meme, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's just funny because like the counter then's like, what if my parents didn't like it? Now what? Like it's just I don't. What does it mean to me that your parents liked Mario movie?
It's good.
Wait, that- wait.
I just saw that.
Mom was in a great mood when she left.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna be a little bit vague here. He looks like someone who smells rather foul in this shot. I was just thinking that
A little
It's-
bit.
a little bit. It's yeah.
Just slightly. Just
So
enough.
after all of this, that brings us.
That sounds really mean. I'm not saying he smells bad. There's just a person that he looks like.
back to the
Yeah,
question
or
of what is the
house.
point of the film in the first
A
place.
certain house,
Is it to
certain
impart an important
things.
lesson? Is it to take us on an emotional roller coaster? Is it to explore the human condition? Or is it just to simply entertain? And the true answer is all of the above. Anyone
No, some of them do different things. I don't-
film doesn't need to do anything beyond being the best version of what it sets out to be. Even if the critical reaction doesn't always seem to back
Okay,
that
what
up.
if it sets out to be something stupid? Though?
What?
Because technically, I don't think the only thing a film has to do is be what it sets out to be. I think it should set out to be something worth being.
Well, he did say the best.
That's a
version of
completely
what it
different
wants to be.
discussion.
But yeah, I
No,
mean,
he said that. He said
Yeah.
that that's all a film has to do is be the best version of the thing it sets out to be.
oh well, that's what I mean. Because I just that's all I was correcting is that you used the word best as well. Like, he wants to do the best version of that. Which, like, yeah, I would wish that everyone had that mindset when making a movie. Like, it needs to be the best thing that it can be. But like sometimes, like your core ideas are flawed, and you're the best version of like zero, essentially. And in terms of the Mario movie, I really don't think it's terrible. It's just like okay. I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 like this guy thinks it is. And saying that, like, hold on, I would say even if the critical reaction doesn't seem to back it up, I actually want him to finish.
As it feel like different criteria are applied differently depending on the film and the reviewer's own bias.
That's crazy, man. It's almost like movies are all different. Stories are different, and people like tackle them differently when they talk about it. That's so weird. I'm glad you picked up on that. That's fantastic.
Look, my goal isn't to change anyone's mind.
Hold
yes
up.
it is. Yes it
You
is.
made
That's what this
11.
video...
You made 12 videos with that express purpose.
Also,
I'm sorry,
this
you cannot.
video is doing
you
that.
cannot.
Also, again, this is the shields up. It's just my opinion. Leave me alone. Like, no, dude, you're
Yeah.
directly responding to Patrick Willem. Own your response. Do you believe what you're saying or not? That's the point of these videos. You're trying to
Nobody
convince
wants
people
to
of something.
persuade anymore. People just want to cast their thing out into the void, but they don't want to take responsibility for
Right.
persuading.
Exactly, that's
Because
what it is.
if
It's
they don't
avoiding
persuade, then
responsibility.
they failed. But if they're just casting their thing out into the void, then if it's out in the void, they've succeeded. Their goal isn't winning. Their
hurt me,
goal is
don't hurt me.
participation. Because if your goal is winning, there's a chance that you'll lose.
It's just, also, wait, he's actually about to be contradicting himself as well.
Form that's quickly approaching the runtime of the film itself, why the Mario movie works so well for those of us who did love it.
That doesn't matter. Like, I don't care why it works for you. Can you mechanically explain why some things work, period? Please? Isn't that the point of your analysis, not what you're doing here? Right here, you're trying to
That does
explain
seem
how
to
video
be
games
what
and
the
movies are
point of
different.
earlier parts are, yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he made some pretty, like, just, claims, straight up. Like, video games and movies are different. Yes, I would agree. Even if it's something that's just true, that's still a claim he made, and he clearly believes it and wants you to agree with him. You can't just say, like, again, with so many video essays do this at the end, it's like, just my opinion, you don't actually have to, like, change your mind for anything. Like, no, that should be the whole point. Otherwise, why am I watching your video? You're just devaluing everything you said. I'm going to take you seriously. That's what you want me to do, right? I don't know.
And why credit for what it achieved rather than what it didn't? Because there is just something about the Super Mario Bros. Movie that works, including in ways I haven't quite experienced in any other film. Maybe it's partially the joy.
Dude.
Oh, it's not pointless.
There's
Yeah,
never
I
been a
guess
good
not.
movie since this one.
I guess so, or ever. Just, like, look at this frame, too. It's just, why is Luigi looking at me like that? You gotta watch something else, because I'm sorry, like, this is making me think, like, you're just, like, that much of, like, a Nintendo soy boy that just made me feel things that no other movie ever made me feel. Wow, don't tell people that. It's just really strange. I mean, I could understand, like, why you might be your favorite, might be things you really like, because you like Mario, but acting like this movie is like a one-of-a-kind masterpiece from the people who made frickin' Despicable Me 4. You calm down.
Enjoy seeing color guys with relatable fears and ambitions come to grips with an increasingly unhinged situation. Or maybe it's just how genuine the entire thing presents itself. Or could it possibly be how cute and whimsical?
Genuine? I mean, you guys are free to disagree with me, but I think it's like one of the most corporatized, like, modern adaptations I've ever seen.
I mean, anything that Nintendo touches nowadays is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been going for very safe for a long time and clipping elements that are less, safe and corporate approved out of things.
Yeah.
That's why a certain pair of brothers can't get much respect anymore.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. There's never gonna be another Wario Land 4 ever again.
Yeah,
they will never be willing to make something like that again.
Also, sorry, MondayMan, what were we gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were about to say
everything that has been said has been correct so far on both sides.
Oh, cool.
And that's the sad part. Like, I'm not saying that GameXplain's is correct. I'm saying that by contradicting himself, he is now not false either.
Yes. This really just disqualifies everything at the end. I'm trying to think what it would be like the most quote unquote genuine video game adaptation. I don't.
The Minecraft movie.
I think that was even worse, like more corporatized than this.
Like, what do you mean, like the most genuine?
Oh yeah, but that's the thing.
Adaptation?
Like, I would. Yeah, that's kind of a vague thing to say, isn't it?
Genuineness is such a feely thing that it's hard to really.
It is.
Because I mean, I'm fine with saying the Mario movie is the most genuine adaptation, whatever that means. Because like Minecraft movie is pretty different from the source. Sonic movie is pretty different from the source.
Oh, is that what you mean by genuine? Like genuine, like as in like.
No, I think he means like genuine, like they're really doing this because they like me or whatever.
Oh, I see. Like artistic, you mean?
I think it means like intent with creating the art. Like people they're just so like honest. I guess they like genuine. Like they're just like trying to like do something for fun. Like no, for me it just feels like a corporate like we're gonna like combine this super value IP with like the film industry. By Illumination, like even hear how the CEO of Illumination talks about these things.
Illumination ever again.
It's like the Mario movie is one of the safest, like most corporatized, like perfect, like it's like a chemical formula for a movie, essentially to me. Like everything was exactly how I expected it to be. Very safe. Doesn't feel genuine at all. The second one is even worse example of that. I think they like doubled down at everything. And of course, Nintendo, like, no explanation needed.
They fixed the music thing, which was good. So it wasn't like the 5 most overplayed songs ever. I appreciated that at least.
Okay, well, that's good.
Literally pick 5 songs out of a hat that you would hear on like every single safe like Kids Bop party playlist, and they were all in the first movie, and they did not do that in the second one pretty much at all. And I applaud a microscopic ounce of change. I applaud that. Next time, let's direct that change towards
writing.
Writing
towards the character
Wario correctly. Yeah, we
I heard like even like Mario and Luigi like barely have a stake in the sequel. Is that true? I was like mostly just Princess Peach doing stuff.
There are too many characters doing too many things. It's a pacing issue where there's 2 whole scenes that could be cut entirely to have more time for Mario and Luigi to be doing
Rosalina's barely in it either, right? Everyone's going freaking
Rosalina's almost not in it at all. Yeah. And that's fine, like from a story perspective, because it's not the Super Rosalina movie. They just shouldn't have marketed her so hard if she wasn't going to be that important. She's like the MacGuffin. She's the MacGuffin of the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
So there really wasn't a lot of point to marketing her that much or getting such a big actress if she really wasn't going to be.
Oh, yeah, I just remember MondayMan. We saw the Mario movie together, didn't we? Theaters. I'm pretty sure he came with us. I can't remember the group.
I was not there.
Who would I see? I guess it must have been Mr. Fletchling. I can't remember who was there. I thought we had like 5 people. I don't know, but yeah, it was more fun to see it with them because like they were kind of like just. We set up joke like we all point at the screen every time there's a reference, of which there were hundreds in the Mario movie. Yeah. That's pretty much the only fun thing I had with it. I just thought it was okay for a kids movie.
Or perhaps how through even all of that, it still finds the time to explore emotional moments without bringing the movie to a grinding halt. I could keep going, but I think the main point is that there isn't just one singular element that makes the movie a success, but instead how it's a variety of elements, nearly perfectly proportioned, working together in concert to create one of the most enjoyable.
Well,
I think GameXplain's right at the dad scene or whatever in the when Mario and Donkey Kong.
I'm willing to bet he did, like when they're in the cave or whatever underwater, or the fish. Yeah. Yeah. That's like the only like emotional scene I kind of remember, but it was like over in like seconds, and because they
Yeah.
like, switched to a joke or something.
Uh-huh.
That. Also, just like yeah, of course, movies aren't just one thing. It's the sum of parts. That's crazy. Wow, wow, good job. What are we doing?
I'm not saying it's the best film ever, just one of the ones
Yes,
I've
you
ever
are.
had most fun at. The fact that it just happens to star some.
I mean, like
recognizable
you're trying
figures
not
is
to,
just
but
a
you
cherry
really
on
do
top.
think it. If
So
you're not
unless
this
the
many
act of
videos
having
about
fun
it.
is pointless, then the Super Mario Brothers movie is anything but. Hey, congrats! We made it to the end of my 12-part Mario movie analysis series. That's no small feat, but if it's the prior 11 parts, which we explore different facets of the movie in
Yeah,
depth,
that's
make sure
no
to check out the
small
full
feat.
playlist linked on the screen right now. Otherwise, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring that bell for tons.
These don't look like announced movies. It's like that one I see right there. The stupidest complaint about the Mario movie.
Look, I mean, look at what the title of look at what the description of the playlist is. This pretty much sums it up.
I can't. Oh, okay. Here's why the Super Mario Bros. Movie is better than you think. Yeah,
That is what the
okay.
videos are about. It's not really analysis. It's
more just
championing.
responding to haters and stuff. I always say that's what he thinks
Yeah.
he's doing.
Oh, the subscribe overlay. The subscribe overlay.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, each video is kind of
the Mario
titled as a response to a popular level critique.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. I don't think he's very good at arguing why, as we just saw. It's just. What was even the point of this? Like, yeah, of course Patrick Williams is silly for saying that, like, this doesn't make sense. Would you really need to make a whole video for it? Like, who else is saying this besides him? I don't think it would.
Does this video need to exist?
The Mario movie and
Is that the stupidest argument against this video? Is does this video need to exist?
People, can you
Yeah,
imagine,
does
like,
this video-
if you're, like, debating, like, the Mario movie with someone and they just pull up GameXplain videos? Like, I think we should give this a watch. Like, this'll prove that. Wait, what's this little penguin very emotional?
Does this tubering need to exist?
I think so. I think we're having great conversations out of it, and it's fun to talk about it. Yes, there, I quantified it. Someone else wants to say. Also, I think responses are good for the health of the platform.
I think it's good to call a wacky individual a wacky individual. I think it's good for
self-improvement and everything.
It's good
Also
for
just, like,
not so much
argumentation.
self-improvement because they're never gonna see it, but for others to reevaluate.
Yeah, also
the
just to
sort of
show
content they're
just to show
seal-clapping
other
to.
points of view as well. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it's just. Now, does anyone really want to stop, or like do you want to actually go through the music?
I
Instead of
yearn
music.
for the licensed music video because
Okay.
I don't know how on earth he's defending
still
this.
in
It's
it.
so bad.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
so
Oh,
bad.
let's go. Okay, good. This one's really stupid. It's again, the title is everyone is wrong about the Mario movie's licensed music, and I can't really quite show the thumbnail just now. It's not copying for some reason, but it just says perfect fit actually, and has like Mario looking at freaking one of the best musical sequences in animated movie history, the Need a Hero from Shrek 2. If he freaking compares them, I swear to Shrek, I actually can't. I can't.
He will.
Oh,
I'm
I
sure.
forgot. I forgot if he did. Okay, wait.
I've seen this one, I think.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I said it before in Warriors Road Dank memes.
Every time I hear someone complain that there's too much licensed music in the Mario movie, I have to ask, did we watch the same movie? Music from the Mario games is literally all over the place.
Immediately just switch to something else. That's not what we're talking about.
That's
We're
not
talking...
the point. Like, I'm not saying there wasn't enough Mario music in it. There's lots of Mario music in it, and there's lots of original music in it. I'm just saying this particular aspect is poorly utilized and actively takes me out of it.
Yeah.
It's so weird to be hearing that in the Mushroom Kingdom.
It's just missing so many other like aspects of the argument too. The argument isn't the ratio of other music to licensed music. It's just the presence of the licensed music, of which there are 10 licensed songs in the movie that aren't just. By the way, I hate to bring it to Mr. GameXplain, but you just said there's Mario music in there. Guess what's licensed? Mario music. It's from the games. It's not. It also counts as licensed music. Even if it's just
one of
like
the first things I said as we were coming out of the theater for Mario 2, as I was like, GameXplain's not going to like this one. Where's the licensed music? I couldn't find my Mario without licensed music.
Oh, I hate GameXplain. Okay, go on.
From the very opening of the film, to Mario's tour of the Mushroom Kingdom, to Luigi stumbling around the Dark Lands, to Rainbow Road, to even the freaking climax. Look, I could be here all day pointing out.
Yeah, this one was almost replaced with a licensed track. I'm very glad they didn't do that.
Wait,
That
I
would've been
remember the
abysmal.
memes. I forget. Does anyone actually remember which song it was? I remember seeing memes for it.
I don't recall.
Wasn't it going to be something like... No, never mind.
I can't. I knew what it was. I'm completely blanking, but it was actually. I actually thought it didn't even sound like a bad idea. Just like I was just already tired of all the licensed music though by the time I got to the end. Like
It would have been like the most top 10 songs of all time pick ever. It would have been
I Need a Hero or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say Take On Me, but then I remember they already used that.
Yes,
exactly. They used that too.
I'd say it would be AC/DC Thunderstruck, but we did that too.
No,
Yeah.
The Root Sandstorm.
Literally, could have said Mr. Blue Sky, but we did that too.
Dude, I
Ow!
think the cringiest thing to me was when they played freaking Beastie Boys No Sleep Till Brooklyn when they're in Brooklyn. Like, shut
You
up.
see, they're in Brooklyn.
You can't.
Again, if I had a nickel for every time that played in a Chris Pratt movie that summer, I would have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Well, that was my reaction too, because they played it in Guardians, right? That year.
Yeah, Guardians 3.
I was like, oh boy, that's just.
But the point is, there are a ton of them, and they're all amazing. Let's compare that to the Sonic movie, which had.
Need any more?
Manager, you get that boy.
Oh my gosh, is that just a piano version of
Well, it's what Sonic music is doing.
Excuse me, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that was it. If your ears could blink, you might have missed it.
So? I'm sorry. What's your point?
Okay,
Like,
so you see,
No,
it's
actually, I
good
think he's
because
kinda right
it has
here.
more than the Sonic movie does. Which, I mean, he's right. That sounds like Sonic movies should be utilizing their source material more. But I'm not defending the Sonic movies. I'm arguing against this aspect that's irrelevant.
well, yeah. So yeah, several
That's what
things.
about this
like,
other thing isms?
Like you're right in that like yeah we're getting off topic here, like we're talking about different movies, and like this, yeah, it's a whataboutism about like, oh, Sonic movie isn't doing it. But I don't know, me personally, I don't think it's a big deal if adaptations use original music or not. Like it's just, for me, it's just like a little like an Easter egg, like a little reference to do. Like I don't think it needs it. Like you could make an even better soundtrack for your movie if you wanted to, and
Usually
you know,
they don't though, and it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah,
and it would just
usually-
be better to have used more of it.
The
Because you
trend
already
is they
have
don't.
like guaranteed, tried and true, good music. Like
Yeah, it's
and like, do you remember a single track from the Minecraft movie soundtrack?
no.
Exactly. Think about if
I
when
don't
he
remember a
stepped
single
into
track
to
from
the
the Sonic movie.
overworld. It
Well,
started playing Wet Hands or something.
why did they only play one thing of like T14's music is so freaking iconic. It's like it's a freaking Minecraft movie. We already covered that all in the segment, dude. That was horrible.
Yeah.
But no, this is just weird. Like, oh, Mario movie better because it has more Mario music. Really? Like that's really superficial to me. I don't know. I really don't think it's that
I mean,
important.
I'm inclined to think Mario movie better because it's not a James Marsden Carr Grimbley movie.
Oh no, I think
Like-
I think the Mario movie's better than the Sonic movie. I
I haven't seen
didn't-
Sonic, so I can't really speak to
I
it. Just-
unfortunately have.
This concept takes me out. I don't want to see Hop again in any way.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sonic is
we-
just a
Sonic
Grimbley
Hop
movie. There's
is
very
still
little
Hop.
to do with Sonic.
Oh crap! We missed Easter again, didn't we? We didn't do Hop. We completely forgot
This is
again.
our
Mario. Oh my
Second year in a
gosh.
row of missing Hop.
That's okay. Next year, I guess. Just you get to push it back again. But it was actually a friend of MondayMan's and I's, Mr. Fletcher Boy, who like convinced me to watch it because it's just funny they kept referencing Olive Garden in the Sonic movies. Like, wait, really? It sounded kind of funny, but it was actually pretty bad. So no, yes, Mario movie's better than Sonic movie. Yes.
Movie 3, which comparatively has quite a bit more, still ends up feeling pretty lacking in this department. In comparison to just about every other video game movie adaptation, the Mario movie is a cornucopia.
Okay, so if you're gonna use whataboutisms, which I'm gonna get past this fast, I'm sorry, but like if you're gonna use whataboutism for the argument of licensed music versus original video game music, why would you not bring up licensed music in the Sonic movies? You completely glazed over it.
Yeah,
Well,
that would have
dude.
been good to do.
He's talking about video game adaptations. Nobody tell him about the James Bond series. All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, it's. I mean, you know, and
That was a
most
bad
of those games are
stutter.
good, but like there are a lot of things in there that are just. Well, actually, they're like. How do I describe this? The amount of like good James Bond to bad James Bond is much going on with game adaptations, like insane. But they're still gonna keep making those to the end of the time, and they're gonna keep doing this too because the Mario movie made like almost $1 billion. So more on the way.
Which is pretty incredible in its own right. So it's weird to me that
Why is it
somehow
incredible?
becomes such a common complaint, especially given the fact there's only 12 minutes of licensed music in the entire
Still
movie.
too much because it's
That's-
not well used.
Well,
It's
he's-
badly
12 minutes
used.
is a
I
lot.
don't care what percentage of it is.
He's-
First of all,
he's-
yeah, that's a ton in such a short
Wait,
movie.
so he's
Secondly,
doing a
it's
bait
all
and switch.
bad.
He's doing a bait and switch. I wanted to warn you because he's trying to do a bait and switch. You'll see. I'm going to finish
Yeah,
the whole thing.
I added it up. 12 measly minutes. out of an 83-minute film.
So bold!
Die.
But guess what? I lied. It's not nearly that much. About half, in fact, being 6 minutes and 4 seconds.
Why?
Okay.
Why did you do that though? Why'd you lie?
Bad. It's still in pivotal scenes.
I have like
It's
good.
still like.
Yeah,
cinematic
no,
I made it up
scenes
for
are
dramatic
wasted
effect.
for this.
I guess so, but like, why would you? Why? I don't, like, 6 minutes is actually still a lot too for a movie that short. But I think he actually
Okay,
adjusted a
so
third
what
time.
if, like, in one bite of my eggs, there's like a fried leech. There's only one fried leech in this whole huge plate of eggs.
The Waffle House
Right,
eggs.
guys? Oh, I lied. I lied, guys. It's only half a leech. It's still a leech in my eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Everything goes back to eggs with you every time. It's like when we compare everything to and/or eggs. Oh my.
We had an eggshell in our Waffle House eggs.
No, I did. I was when I was with you guys.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
I
referencing.
I told
But
them
if
to
it
do
was
that
half
at the
an
Waffle
eggshell-
House. I told them you needed to get bad eggs.
I did. I got them because of the Andor.
I told the waitress.
Andor's a great show. Everyone watch Andor. Andor. Good.
63. So if we exclude that one, there's only 5 minutes of modern non-Mario music in the entire film. Now, some...
That
He's okay. No, that's bogus. You can't exclude the one weird random use of the opera song in there just because it's not modern. It was still bad.
It's still licensed music as well.
It's still
I
a
don't...
stupid.
And it was during the
inclusion in
stupid
that scene.
illumination scene.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
Illumination
Secret
doll.
Life of Pets scene.
We are
I
also
almost like the second movie a little better just because it doesn't have such a long
Doesn't have-
illumination-y sequence at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just
Like, that's a stupid reason, but it takes me like a long time to get ready for this movie to start because of that.
Also, it is just like this is just really telling too that you guys were so happy it wasn't there. Like, obviously, it's a noticeable impact. Because I thought the same thing too. All of us when I saw it in the theater thought the same exact thing. Like, why are there so many of these in a movie this short? Like, they give a comparison because I actually did start looking up some other examples. Shrek and Spider-Verse have like 12 and 13 tracks. That's only a few different from like Mario. 13 for Spider-Verse, which if I didn't want to see that movie, it's like over 2 hours, and it's full of music. Like, I'm pretty sure most people associate like a lot of the music like with the scenes in there. It's really not that like. It's just insane that he's acting like this isn't too much for a movie this short.
And also that music is picked in a way that makes sense for those movies. It's not just randomly like what are the summariest summer songs we can pick to make this a summer movie.
Time for summertime. I can't remember the regular show summer song. Yeah, it's. Again,
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
Around just all to spend it. Mess it up there. Whatever. Ain't no problem for our
I'd
generation.
say that's still 5 minutes too much.
Oh, also, he's completely ignoring again how like all the Mario music is obviously licensed too. But whatever.
But I'd actually
just
argue
solves.
it's 5 minutes perfectly spent. Because first of all, it's not like these tracks come completely out of the blue.
Yes, they do.
Mario is a human from our world after all.
I'll
and
give
the music
him, stupid as it is, I think that a normal track playing in this scene here in Brooklyn is way less disruptive and weird than it is it playing in the Mushroom Kingdom. Like one of the only 2 licensed track in the new one is like some rap beat plays behind Yoshi while he's bopping through New York. But that was actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
I liked that actually, and it
Like,
made
that was
sense
a
because he
good
was
use of
in New
music.
York being like chased by the cops and stuff. That felt normal versus like you're in this fantasy world and then just do 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 do.
Yeah,
Take
that
on me
ticks
just
me
starts
off.
blasting.
It's just like all these videos are just completely missing what the actual arguments are, and I think he knows it too. Like, obviously, no one is saying that there's more licensed music in Mario than unlicensed music. No one ever believed that.
He's
Like,
John Strawman.
That's not exactly. It's just these are like invisible people. Like who are these invisible pudding monsters that you're fighting with this video? The pudding monster isn't real. No one's actually saying like that these things are the problem. It's obviously with the trend with these Marvel, gosh, having a stroke. Hollywood adaptations of stuff, they put in just big name cast members like Chris Pratt. Everyone made memes about that, Jack Black and whatnot, and they have like licensed music. It's become a trope. It's a trend that people have gotten sick of. So when they did a lot of it in a movie that's only an hour and a half long, people noticed because like from seeing the scene, you're just getting like all these pop songs that like are like really just cliche at this point. Like, oh, it's playing like No Sleep Till Brooklyn and freaking when they're going through Brooklyn. It's just like annoying. And of course they played crap. I actually forgot what's the song you were just singing? Or I'm blanking on the name.
Take on Me.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Take on Me. It's just like
Yeah, they played that driving through the Donkey Kong world.
right.
Yeah.
It's
Why
just,
are we doing this? Why aren't we playing Donkey Kong music to introduce the Donkey Kong world? Are the Donkey Kongs just big fans of like
or
Norwegian pop or whatever? What's going on?
this is also me. Like, how about just like a new cool track, like an original score that could sound amazing? I got just so many like different arguments here that he's pretending aren't real. He thinks people are actually saying, or I'm sorry, I don't think he actually does actually think people are really saying this. I think he's just trying to be malicious. Like, see, this is actually invalid because there's actually less licensed music and non-licensed music. Yeah, that was like never in the question. It's just annoying. I bet that's what all these videos are. I mean, that's what the last video was, but this one's just doing the same exact thing. Just these strawman pudding men that he keeps fighting. Here, Alex, there's a lot more. Yes.
Familiar way of contrasting and highlighting the absurdity of the world he finds himself in.
Contrast.
And the fact that almost all of those songs are from the 80s and 90s is a fun connection to a time period that
Oh,
many
bah! It's just because they're from. It's literally just because...
Dude. Sorry, Wario, you could finish.
It's just because those are like songs everybody recognizes. That is why. It is not because they're from the 90s and 80s. Nobody thought about it for that long.
It sounds
Nobody
like
thought about it. They went on like the Spotify top like popular party songs list.
Just got the
6
Thunderstruck.
they liked and called it a day.
When does
They put no
Thunderstruck
thought
play?
into selecting these.
When does Thunderstruck play? And I don't remember that.
In the scene where they're building their Mario Karts,
Yeah,
there was a
Oh, you're right.
in the score that was like an actual Mario Kart track that sounded really good over that scene, but of course we had to cut it for Thunderstruck.
You know what scene like always comes to mind? I think is the best use of that, even though the movie's kind of stupid. Freaking Battleship. It plays Thunderstruck where they're like turning the USS Missouri back into a battleship. It's cool. I don't mind that because it's like they don't freaking overdo it in that movie. No, it's
Not
just
that
cool.
movie.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good. I just like that movie. I know it's retarded because it's just trying to be Transformers, but they play Thunderstruck and it goes hard. Mario, no. I mean, as I just revealed, I forgot when they played it until he had to remind me. But yes, also, not only is all that true, Wario, but I really feel like John Illumination like told him to say this. Not that it literally happened, but it feels that way. Like, don't you see?
Feels like
It
that,
fits
yeah.
the mood because it's like a reference to the 80s because Mario, people were playing Mario back then. They were probably listening to this music. Doesn't that make you remember? Don't you remember? Remember, Barry?
Yeah.
For playing the Mario games in.
Hold on, I got a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was
What did you say?
working at Chick-fil-A, and we're allowed to play some music in the back. You know, different people have the playlist. And there was this one girl who was playing songs that were just like the top 10 songs ever played. So it was like everything that was in the Mario movie, everything that's in Guardians. It was like the most basic generic music, which is perfectly fine. Because, I mean, we're just in a public space. They're going to play whatever to appease everyone. Like, we're not going to listen to people's obscure tastes. But then there was this one other coworker who was like, man, whoever's playing this playlist, they have good taste in music. And then they like kept saying it the whole shift. They would go up to the owner of the playlist and be like, every single song, be like, whoa, this is a good song. You have good taste in music.
Oh boy.
This is the same taste in music that like everybody has. Come on.
Real NPC.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Also, I
It
want
was
everyone
so
to
ridiculous.
I want everyone to read aloud the word in the top right of the table that is currently on screen in the video.
Direction.
How do you do the C is nowhere near that? How did you do that? I don't understand.
No. It's not duration. Look, it looks like duration. It's not duration. It's something different.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Whoopsie.
It's a ratio. It's a ratio of
Yes.
So anyway.
Time remember playing the Mario games in.
And the music! Oh, the music all through the whole...
Stop citing! I don't care what your parents think about the movie. I'm sorry, GameXplain's.
Guys. My mom said actually it's good, so that means it's good.
Dude, it's like freaking Millhouse. My mom thinks I'm
Yo,
cool.
mom.
Like, I don't care. It's...
Stop citing this like it's your sources.
GameXplain Senior is like, ah, yes, I loved when they played Thunderstruck.
Isn't this guy like almost 50?
he looks pretty old to be. I can say older than 50 if he has like gray hair. Probably I could just by now. But I don't understand like people do this like citing like what like people's reactions like as if like to prove quality. It doesn't work on me. I'm not a kid anymore. Stop it.
Everyone in the theater gasped. That means it was goodly designed.
Everyone claps like everyone got up like the Peter Griffin gif and claps, crying. That happened.
Yeah.
Bringing in like AC/DC for when they.
No way! He actually said exactly. I'm sorry.
Right.
And that's
It's
not
the
even to
exact
mention that
song.
Mario appears
That's
to be
funny.
a fan of the era too, especially them playing Nintendo games from the 1980s. So really, on a base level, the licensed tracks here make way more sense than those in another animated movie you may have heard of. Which isn't.
Dude! No! No!
You foul creature!
Die
He's about
horribly!
to say
You
the
gotta be
stupidest things you ever heard. You're gonna want to hear.
There's no way!
stupid.
I forgot he did this. You're coming after Shrek. You're saying you suck. How could you not figure
Shrek
this
did it
out?
for a reason. Shrek had like an identity to it. They were. Ugh. It
You
wasn't
can't-
just
I
generic
can't
for
believe
the
this.
sake of genericity. It was like intentionally subversive and different, and then like what Disney was doing. That was,
Yeah.
like, the point of using pop songs is it would be something different than the the Disney musical. There's
Also, it's
actually
awesome.
thought that went into it, as opposed to big Illumination like bosses being like, "We need more pop music."
Well, yeah. Well, not to mention not
Which
only
is, like,
that, but
pretty
it fits the
quantifiably
scene.
what happened since
All-Star
all the score
fits-
for those scenes was written.
All-Star
Also,
fits
as
what's
far as I'm
happening
aware,
since-
All Star wasn't like a top 10 song either before
no,
Shrek.
No, it wasn't. Smash Mouth wasn't like really super well known. I'd say at the time, they were like pretty. Even the songs were coming out were pretty recent, including "Unbeliever," and they got obviously bumped up by the movie. But in this specific case, in contrast to what we just talked about with the songs just being picked because they're popular, the actual origin with All Stars that it was a placeholder, and then they just kind of realized over time like that's actually just like fits a lot better than a song we did want to have here. Not to say that the placeholder wasn't put in with the intent of it fitting, because it did. That was why they chose it as a placeholder. But it actually matches what's going on. Like, you're an all-star. Not everything good is not all that good is gold, and like world's on fire and all that. All the lines that coincide with what's happening too. It's just Shrek's life. It's how he's dealt with everything.
Yeah.
He's powering through it despite everything kind of sucks because he's an all-star. Shrek, yeah, freaking Shrek. Also, like you're just like, what's the expression? Just like throwing stones at giants type things. Like you can't just like freaking book stones at like freaking Shrek. One of the most iconic movies to do this, especially since I know you're trying to avoid Shrek 2, be a hero, which I think he's gonna do eventually.
Oh, he's not gonna avoid it. I think I'm starting to remember. I think he talks about
Yeah.
it. I think he says that the use of "I need a hero" in Mario is better than that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I completely forgot.
I'm pretty sure he
does.
does.
Dude.
To say that they have a brilliant soundtrack, as they did serve as a clever contrast to the Disney films that Shrek was parodying. But
Yes.
at the same time, thematically, they make no sense in this universe.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay, but
What do you mean
like,
that makes it?
the whole there's a ton of jokes in Shrek about like how it's like it's medieval, but there's all these kind of modern day
Oh, yeah,
jokes.
fourth wall breaks of like modern day meta stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Shrek
I
2
mean,
especially,
like
the whole
Farquaad,
series.
like Farquaad's little character name is like it's funny.
Yeah.
You'd almost think he's compensating for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I love all the jokes in that movie. It's also just like, what do you mean it doesn't thematically make sense? Are you saying freaking music in a movie like it has to fit the exact time period and
The
location that
electric
it's in?
guitar hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah, no, seriously, like, but
You need
see,
the
Mario,
hardcore version.
which I believe there is a few on YouTube already because of for Shrek. Well, you must seriously think like we said earlier, because like they live in a human world, a modern human world, they could play these songs. Dude,
Yeah, Mario's pulling out his phone so he can listen to "Take on Me" in the car. That's what's happening in that
Like,
scene.
GameXplain, you know the music isn't actually playing
They
for the
can't hear it,
characters,
GameXplain.
right? like it's just like like in Star Wars, like they don't actually hear the Imperial March when Vader's
They
walking.
do though.
around.
I think a certain movie established that they do.
Wait, oh yes, I forgot. Gosh, I hate Solo so much. They do
Remember,
that.
March of the Resistance is playing like as carnival music.
Oh yeah, as like
in
propaganda
The Dr.
music in
Pershing
Solo.
episode too.
Oh yeah, dude. Gosh, I hate freaking. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, it keeps getting worse if you keep
Here,
playing.
Mario is the direct connection between both worlds, as both he and the licensed music are from the same one.
Shut up!
And even the overall length of the licensed music is far less than Shrek as well. Because while the Mario movie's 5 minutes represents 6% of the entire film, Shrek's 9.5 minutes.
That's
is
not
basically
because,
double that.
that's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't. Also, like, this isn't the problem. We're avoiding the argument once again with Invisible, like, putting strawman monsters. It's not a thing. No one's saying. No one's
percentages.
You can make a movie that's 100% licensed music and it could be amazing. That's obviously not the issue. I don't know what we're going on about here.
And you're but more important than that is the fact that the presence of songs with actual lyrics adds a fun, unique energy that instrumentals alone can't quite match. And they are
What? That is a really, like, broad thing to say. Like, what if there's movies that have instrumental music that does, like, perfectly match the scene and that lyrics would have ruined it? Like, wait, what if there's dialogue that is overriding? Like, what if it doesn't just fit the mood? Like, I don't even know.
He hasn't seen very many movies.
No, yeah, I seriously think that the only movie he's ever seen is this movie.
absolutely perfect for the dialogue-free sequences that they're always used in. Plus, we've heard the series music accompany Mario.
Wait. I'm sorry. What? Hold on.
Can't quite match. And they are absolutely perfect for the dialogue-free sequences that they're always used in.
Dude. He actually thinks that, like, oh, they're perfect because they're in dialogue-free sequences. They're dialogue-free so they can play the music!
Yeah.
It's designed that way! It's not like, by coincidence, the movie happened to be dialogue-free. Like, oh, we could fit a licensed song in here. You are nuts. Oh my gosh.
Plus, we've heard the series music
Every moment of,
40 years.
like, spaces in between dialogue should be filled with licensed music.
Other than those, feel special for a theatrical release.
It belongs in a movie theater.
Playing take
I'm
on me with this go-kart sequence adds
No,
a
just keep
perfect
going,
amount
keep
of
going.
life to the scene, underscoring the complete absurdity of it all. If we compare it to the original track written for this scene, Driving Me Bananas, which, let me be clear, is fantastic in its own right, it just feels
he
like
won't.
it's missing
He's
something.
not man enough to say he likes Take on Me here better.
Yeah. This is fine. I
Its
don't.
energy is all off, as it feels more atmospheric, like you'd find in a video game cutscene, and it's not as funny or entertaining as a result. Like watching a.
Can you prove it? Prove it.
Get
Prove it.
Seinfeld out of your mouth, GameXplain.
Get
I
Seinfeld
think like
out your
everyone ever
Shrek
has said
mouth.
that they preferred the original.
Wait, sorry, say what?
Funny guy right here.
Wait, that like the original music doesn't like. All right, what'd you say about the original music?
Oh, like if once it came out that the scene with the original music, everyone was saying they preferred that.
I thought it sounded fine. Like I don't mind it. It sounds fine. I think it fits
It's
it.
less distracting.
Yeah.
It's not actively a problem.
I just don't like all these stupid like surface level like oh it just doesn't fit. It's too atmospheric. Like prove it, please. Like I don't. This is all just subjective. Like I like this better. Okay, I don't. Why don't? So now what? That's like always the counter. Like well I don't. So what happens now? Like it's can we please just talk about it? But I'm moving on to like freaking side. Oh wait, he's gonna do the thing where he removes. I'm reading the captions. He's just gonna remove the like laugh track or something.
Sitcom without the laugh track.
You just got yourself a soup.
How dare you? How dare you? We're leaving.
This is actually pretty. I don't know.
Painful, isn't it?
No, that was funny.
It's still a funny
I
scene
thought that
without
was
the laugh
funny.
track.
Yeah, he just Jerry Seinfeld's a funny guy. He made a funny face.
Yeah.
The guy staring. I thought that was funny. Why would you use like for examples to get? Because I mean, there are great examples of sitcoms that are way less funny without the laugh track. Like I mean, Friends. Friends is a great example. Every Nickelodeon sitcom ever made, Henry Danger, which we quote endlessly.
You scared the heck out of me.
What? Oh, scared him. Using this scene from Seinfeld was a bad option. Also, what is the example here? What does removing the laugh track have to do with freaking changing Take On Me to the original score? We're not talking about removing music. We're talking about like it's so off base.
And it doesn't hurt that anyone who's seen the music video for that song already associates it with racing. Furthermore, as a lead,
What if people watch the movie who haven't seen it? The music video. Then what?
He's not really thinking about universality, is he here?
No, he didn't watch. He didn't watch. I forgot his video.
Oh.
What Wasix, whatever. I don't remember his name. He's just already. I will forget about him by the end of the week, surely.
describes The song is about being willing to take a risk for love, and be vulnerable.
Good word bashing his
It's
head,
about
Jeff.
not giving up on your dreams. And doesn't that describe Mario to a T?
No.
How do you? You can't even get that from the lyrics. You can't parse that from the lyrics. Nobody
gotta be
understands
kidding me.
that song. The people singing it didn't understand it. They were like Swedish or something.
Did it just
They were
random
literally
quote from the
singing it
writer?
phonetically. Nobody understands that song.
Doesn't this explanation of the song match the movie? Yeah. If I said a random comment about a song, like right now, and happened to match what was happening in the movie, wow, they match. That's crazy, bro. Anyone can do this. It doesn't mean anything. We're not.
It's like the fortune tellers when they just vague post to the point of being correct to anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, seriously. It's like this is the most like this freaking all this is on stilts. Like all this we're just avoiding the problem that like how does it actually work with the scene? Can you explain why it's a better fit than the soundtrack, the original soundtrack? Like I don't care if the writer says it means something and you're like doing this vague action like it kind of matches how Mario's feeling like this is a dream. What are you talking about? It just doesn't. Does it describe it to a T? No. It doesn't.
Doubts about his dreams, but just so happens to be in a car with a potential love interest, taking risks.
They're not. They're not potential love
We're
interests.
really stretching here.
Yeah, no, we really
Oh,
are. They like
you know,
they avoided the Peach and Mario thing like freaking with a 10-meter pole. They didn't want. I don't know why.
They don't really do that in the sequel.
They're not going to. She's too much of a girl boss like.
No, I mean they
to
don't
do
really
that.
avoid it in the sequel.
Oh wait,
Which
really?
I was another positive.
They actually
I would say.
they actually go into the, okay. That actually was really surprising to me.
They don't go like.
I stand
They
corrected.
kind of tease it throughout the whole movie and then don't super get into it, but it's more than this, which is not at all.
They might as well. I don't know, like what else is gonna happen to these people? I don't know. Just
Someone very epic and fat and awesome is gonna show up and hypnotize them all. I think.
That's true.
Oh,
you
man.
gotta be trolling.
Yeah.
Are you using this quip unironically? You gotta be kidding me. There's no way. It's like poetry and rhymes. I think
it
what they're doing
doesn't
as a
even
meme.
rhyme.
They really
Oh,
are. They like
you know,
they avoided the Peach and Mario thing like freaking with a 10-meter pole. They didn't want. I don't know why.
They don't really do that in the sequel.
They're not going to. She's too much of a girl boss like.
No, I mean they
to
don't
do
really
that.
avoid it in the sequel.
Oh wait,
Which I
really?
was another positive.
They
I
actually
would say.
they actually go into the, okay. That actually was really surprising to me.
They don't go like.
I stand
They
corrected.
kind of tease it throughout the whole movie and then don't super get into it, but it's more than this, which is not at all.
They might as well. I don't know, like what else is gonna happen to these people? I don't know. Just
Someone very epic and fat and awesome is gonna show up and hypnotize them all. I think.
And the brother
That's
that
true.
he loves.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Oh,
And if it's
you
man.
gotta be trolling.
Yeah.
Are you using this quip unironically? You gotta be kidding me. There's no way. It's like poetry and rhymes. I think
it
what we're doing
doesn't
as a
even
meme,
rhyme. You had to stretch that so far to make that make sense.
Wait. Actually, he's talking about the.
Wait, we gotta hear this bit, yeah.
No,
'cause
okay,
this is
because
important.
this is one of the worst scenes in the movie. I thought was the whole training montage stuff.
almost as well as holding up our hero does in the training montage. Because first, it's a total banger of a song. And second, it was practically written specifically to be lighthearted and underscore ridiculous scenes. As masterfully used in the best movie of all time. And prior to that, the second best movie.
Wait, you're actually capable of saying something's better than a Mario movie? I'm impressed, because Shrek 2 is better than a Mario movie.
Of all time. What's it with these two
Shreking
movies?
Short Circuit
But
2?
it's more than just.
What? I didn't even know Short Circuit 2 was a thing. I know Short Circuit is a robot. I know anything about it. Ali Sheedy's in it. I know that. But I don't know what, like, yeah, the song is lighthearted and fun, and the song is good.
I don't know if it was written to be that, though. It was written by Jim Steinman, who all his songs are, like, crazy operatic and wacky. Like, he didn't really write it to be lighthearted. It's just used that way now.
Yeah.
Again, it's just
probably
like,
because of Shrek.
Doesn't this
Almost
fit?
certainly because of Shrek.
Doesn't this fit with the scene because it's a good song? What?
Because you see, he's a hero.
Yeah.
This city needs a hero. Incredible Cassie.
Like, if Shrek didn't use this, then there's no way that Mario would be using it, because it wouldn't have, like, the precedent for that, for its use.
No,
You
yeah,
know what I'm trying to say?
I'm willing to bet anything that the reason they did it was because of Shrek 2. Like, I'm willing to bet that,
Yeah.
like someone at Illumination, which, by the way, they do have a rivalry at DreamWorks, unironically thought about that, and that's why they did this. They just needed, like, an upbeat, like, I don't know, inspirational, like, song on. It's just nothing. There's nothing I work with here. Like, it's a good song, so it works. Like, yeah, but, like, why can't any other song work? Why can't a soundtrack work? I can't even Mario music work, which is still licensed, but I don't know. We're following his rules here. It's silly. Gosh, why?
Just that. And on a topmost level, it fits thematically in representing both Princess Peach, who's helping to train a hero, as well as Luigi, who needs a hero.
Oh, you see, it has the
But
word
lyrics
hero
also
in
fit
it.
far better.
I don't think that's what was happening with the context. I really don't. Looking like they're just reaching for all of this. Like, okay, again with avoiding the arguments, but people aren't mad that Need Heroes playing here because, like, quote unquote, it doesn't perfectly fit certain scenes in the movie. What's happening? Because I mean, you could technically reach, as is every single conversation with movie themes, you could reach and say there's connections to everything happening in the movie. That is clearly not why it's here. It's here because corporate funny, like, popular song. We insert it here to, like, get you hyped up. It's not really that deep. Like, I could unironically make this exact type of speech that he's doing for every licensed song in every movie ever and try to find all these loose connections. In which case, in some movies, like Whiplash and stuff, they actually expertly figure out why it fits the scene. Even Spider-Verse reference does that. Shrek does that. There is thought behind what they're doing. Here it's like, no, I don't think so. I think, like, 50 songs could have fit this, like, rule. It would have been the same exact result.
Than you might think, as in, they're literally perfect. Streetwise Hercules is exactly who Mario is, or at least will be eventually. Because by streetwise, she's describing someone who knows how to handle themselves in a variety of life situations, which Mario's already demonstrated multiple times. And Hercules refers to someone physically strong, which thanks to the mushroom power-up, Mario literally is.
You're like doing all the work for them and never even thought about this.
And continuing off that, once again, the mushroom connection cannot be clearer. Then when
He's gotta be strong.
Dude.
He's gotta be strong very fast. Look, he's strong and fast in the scene, so it's just like the song.
At the
Oh, you see,
exact
late at
moment that I
night.
see Peach
You see? Oh.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. They actually, like, the people editing the movie, like, timed it to that. That's so crazy. It fits. Dude, you understand, like,
Yeah.
like in the movie making process, like, they actually consider these things, right? Like, they didn't just, like, they didn't make this all first and then, like, the song magically fit it. It's not. They could have put any song and put scenes that fit the lyrics. It's not like you're literally like, I don't know. Was the counter saying that you think people think that the movie can have this song removed and have a different song be the same? Obviously, the point would be that the movie gets remade with different music. You could have stuff fit. Why am I even?
has now fallen asleep, presumably dreaming of Mario's success.
No, she wasn't. She said she saw that he couldn't do it.
And did you catch how the scene cut right at that second line? Just as Mario is looking at the goal. The seemingly unattainable thing he's figuratively dreaming of right now.
Why are you
Meaning
like
that
this?
line is pulling double duty, representing both Mario's figurative dream
No,
and
That's
she
not even
wasn't
like
his literal dream.
grammatically
And
Yeah,
then-
following either, because it's talking about Peach, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, but like I watched the movie, she wasn't dreaming of his success. She thought he couldn't do it, and she made a point of saying, "Oh, she did it like the first time or something." Like I'm pretty sure she's like her nation's like under attack, and for some reason like this random plumber has to do a training course like all night. Again, I thought it was a really goofy scene in the movie. But it's just like obviously not what was happening at all.
When we hear this a few seconds later, is exactly when Peach
because it's morning, right? Right.
Oh yeah,
wakes
see?
up to the morning
See?
dawn.
Is it?
Honestly, this might give Shrek 2 a run for its money as to how
Shut the
There
Shrek
we
up!
go!
You were insane.
There we go.
You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe it. Like, clown person. This is a clown person thing to say. You are a clown person. This is goofy. You're gonna be made. I mean, keep this video up because you're gonna get a lot of interesting comments if you haven't already.
well the song literally fits. So with the two most prominent licensed tracks
Not
out
with
of the
his
way,
fan base.
I'll touch only briefly on the
None of his
remainder of the
fan base
licensed
are
track.
capable of.
Fan base.
He has one.
Crap! All three of them are gonna come
GameXplain, I
after
mean.
us. All three of them. All right, I'm ready. I could deal with it.
Yeah.
In the soundtrack. The song No Sleep Till Brooklyn is obviously near perfect given it's literally about running through Brooklyn as Mario and Luigi are doing right now, and specifically in the sense that the song is all about not resting until they reach their destination.
What if there was a different song that's about Brooklyn, though? Then what? So there's two perfect songs?
What if there was another song about reaching your destination? Huh?
Like, what final? No, like, what if you had like an original song about Brooklyn and destination? Then what?
Oh,
again, like
it was
all
gonna be
these.
Jump.
This is like the most backwards trekking like music analysis I've ever seen. Just like you aren't comprehending that they make the movies with the intent of having these songs there. Like that's part of the process is the soundtrack. The soundtrack isn't something that's like magically applied after the movie's completely finished. They have this stuff in mind when they're making it. Like, see, it fits because they're going through Brooklyn. Yes, of course they picked something about they're going through Brooklyn. That's the whole point. That's the point people are making. That's the argument. It's just cheap and lazy. Like, of course you picked No Sleep Till Brooklyn and not like any other song.
Which is pretty much Mario's thing. And come on, AC/DC's Thunderstruck to underscore a Mario Kart scene? Do I really have to explain it?
Yeah, please do. What does that have to do? Does Mario Kart play like metal music? I don't know about Mario Kart.
On some courses, I guess, but like he's just like, oh, doesn't that go hard? It goes hard. Feel free to screenshot.
Dude, they could just
no,
play
it
freaking
doesn't.
Tron like Overture or something. Like you play whatever you want.
Yeah, play any given Daft Punk Tron.
Freaking Redline
track,
soundtrack.
yeah.
You can do whatever you want. I don't know why Thunderstruck you think meshes so well. I don't really want you to explain it though, because I don't
And
think
finally,
you can.
Mr. Blue Sky's lyrics, which describes the clear weather, perfectly encapsulates a happier place.
I looked
where
at the
Mario and Luigi
comments on
both
this,
find
and they're
themselves in
actually
at the
for
very end.
one of his videos surprisingly negative.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Except he's hard at a few of them that are positive.
Are they fun to read? Like, do you want to go through them?
No. I mean,
Well,
just like
maybe
the
we
fact there's
can
any
afterwards.
negative ones.
I don't know.
Oh sure, we'll see what we want to do. Also, this one is just funny as well. Just like, oh, it's playing Mr. Blue Sky because there's clear weather and a blue sky. Yeah, buddy, you did it. You're so good at this. You are so good at media analysis. I am so proud of you, dude. You think he's watching Megamind? He thinks it's playing Mr. Blue Sky because it's nice outside when he's doing stuff with Roxanne. Like I don't like it. Oh my gosh.
So whether or not you like the music choices, I hope you'll agree that they may fit better than you first thought, as the way they were implemented was actually pretty clever. In fact, this entire movie is a lot more clever than you might have realized, but that's going to have to wait until the next part of our ongoing Mario movie analysis series, which I can ensure you don't miss by clicking the subscribe button and ringing the bell. And in the meantime, if you missed any of the prior 9 parts, just check out the playlist that's on the screen right now. And with that, we'll catch you in the next video.
Oh man, that was rotten.
The Mario movie gives Shrek a run for its money.
That was the most like egregious thing he said. Like he's just like that just feels like trying to like pick a fight or something. He want people to like do because like that's like that's not true. Like you at least comprehend that the Mario movie obviously like took that from Shrek 2. I mean, like even if you ignore movie to movie, you have to think studio to studio here. Illumination, like famously, let us see. It's just what's been. Blue Sky 2, I think, is also potentially inspired by it being in Megamind. I mean, I'm not like I haven't seen every animated movie ever, but I'm pretty sure Mario and Megamind are the only two I can think of right now that have Mr. Blue. Right? It just feels. I don't know, like they're cherry picking. Like I literally think they had a team of people like analyze what are like all like the most influential and like beloved scenes in animated movies where they had like licensed music, and Megamind, Mr. Blue Sky, Shrek, Hero. What am I thinking of? City of Brooklyn is in like obviously recently using Guardians and also. It's like all the exact things you would pick, because of course it is. But yeah, that's the end of that one. So I don't know if you guys wanted to do another, or maybe go through the comments or something.
Yeah, I've been going through the comments. There are multiple unsubs in here. You'll just be like, okay,
really?
this is enough. I've had enough of this.
Okay, let me see if I can.
I'd say it's like 70% negative, which is again crazy for his comments.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it on screen. Hold on a second.
They're not like that funny or anything. They're just pretty much people telling him stop glazing or unsubbed. This is just too much. I'm tired of seeing your content.
Okay, I'm kind of looking. We'll do a little scroll. Oh, talking. All right.
But yeah, they did say in here Van Halen "Jump" was supposed to be the song in the scene with the
Jump.
star, which yet again
Oh.
was gonna be just.
Oh, you know.
It's been in so many things. It's another off the short list for movie song.
Can I?
But yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. That would have been
See if I can move this at all.
unnecessary.
I'm gonna move the capture so I could actually have it on screen. Can I have a full screen? Ah, there we go. Just trying to get it.
I like the one commenter. What does the fox say was the perfect choice for the Star Fox scene?
That's good.
Okay, yeah, jump. So
Yeah, I actually really liked the fact that they played the star theme during that section.
Yeah, like why would we not play the theme of the star?
Like one of the most iconic
Stars theme.
Mario sounds there is.
it's not that there's too much licensed music. Just there's much better original music was scrapped for it. Says Axia. What the Shrek? 6 minutes is barely anything. Nothing was scraped. Typo. So stop spreading false information.
That's
or next I'll
objectively
have to-
false. We
I'll
have
to
all those
report you.
tracks.
Yeah, no. Like also just I will have to report you. What the Shrek? Getting bot account run by GameXplain's alt. Take on Me didn't make sense. Other basically just in the background. The difference in the two movies is that the song in Shrek 2 is a cover by the fairy godmother actress. The problem is not that it had licensed music, is that we know for a fact there was original game-based music at Can just to put that licensed music. That music was in the soundtrack released and separately, and it was good. I particularly miss Driving Me Bananas. Okay, so I was
That's
even
the one from
thinking
the
about
Take
that,
on Me
that,
scene.
that there was so much. Oh, that was the one he played there, right? In comparison, I said it was like bad
Yeah.
at first. The problem for me is that the animation was done for the OG tracks, aligned for those arrangements. Oh, it lines up. I couldn't really fully notice just in the.
There are edits out
10
there
second
of like
Yeah.
the whole movie with those tracks in it. that
Also,
people have
Shrek
made,
Shrek
and I
is
think it
also
works
like
pretty
perfectly
easily.
aligned as well. Yeah, there's the what does the fox say for Star Fox. Agree to disagree on the Take on Me bit. The DKC theme is absolutely beautiful to see when playing and driving me bananas. Yeah, he only hearts comments that are like, you made me want to rewatch Shrek 2. Yeah, better movie. Yeah, you're right about that about being out of Iceman and Mario movie, but come on, if you had to choose a Mario movie, 100% Mario music versus the same Mario movie, like 78%, 70 to 80% Mario music. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm 100% choosing the first option. It's just like you're only preferring it because you're coping. That's good. I just can't understand people who don't license music in the first place, unless it's to cope with the reality of what's going to happen anyways.
There's just a group of people who feels like complaining about anything
Yeah,
means
which
that
is
you
what-
just want to find something to complain about, and we'll say that anytime
kinda-
you complain about anything.
It's annoying that like people are always like, oh, you're fighting the haters. Like that's not what this is. Like some people really just want the best out of what they're watching, you know. And there's problems people can point out, especially for an IP as big as like, all the Nintendo games. Yes, I think you should have used all Mario music. Bro is working overtime to convince people that every single fall in the movie is actually just misunderstood genius. Yeah. That's from Hedgehoundable. I'm kind of able to understand some of the points he made in other videos, like Luigi and Peach's roles, which admittedly I never really had a problem with. But this is my breaking point. The fact that he actually said the Kong scene worked better with Dick and me than driving me bananas is ridiculous. Right? Like, it's genuinely insane that he's making a video in every aspect of the Mario movie, whether it's character story, pop songs, everything. I'm trying to convince people that every flaw that has some misunderstood. You're 100% right. He completely glazed the film. All for respecting opinions. I'm starring a stake on the pop songs being in the Mario movie. I kind of think there's, like, music is almost superficial in some cases, especially in the Mario movie. But I think there's worse things he said just in the few videos we watched that prove he doesn't know what he's talking about as film analysis.
This is the most, like, universally, like, pretty much nearly everybody except the sort of people who just hate if you don't like any part of anything. The bad show hating, the good show hating bad users kind of people.
Oh yeah, I love that image.
Like, if you're not that kind of people, almost no people but those people genuinely think this was, like, a great, amazing choice that they should keep. There are people who are fine with it, but you're not going to find hardly anyone but GameXplain who's actively saying, oh, this was genius, and going to such ridiculous lengths to literally reading the I Need a Hero lyrics and trying to explain how it matches what's going on in the scene.
It was such an insane reach. Like, you wanted so bad to, like, prove it. Everything was...
I just remembered, actually, that he did not like the sequel.
Yeah. No, he didn't like Super Mario Galaxy.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, what's his reasons for that?
I have no idea.
Wario, do you know a good video we could maybe...
He did just make a video about the Galaxy movie's luck problem, which I think is addressing the thing I've talked about, which there's several scenes where they just go to a place.
Yeah, the whole scene where they
happens. Yeah,
how they
Monkey
get from the
steals Toad's
spaceport
backpack.
to Wart's place.
It's just solely to get Wart in there, so that all the old Wart fans were gonna be like this obsessed with random one-off villains from Odyssey in like 20 years. So all the Wart fans could have their 3 minutes. Like,
And they could have just had Wart in the spaceport and they talk to him or something instead of the whole they follow the monkey down the thing and then the monkey goes into the casino.
And that happens to lead them to the one person in the entire spaceport who knows where Rosalina is.
Yeah, and he brings it up immediately.
Yeah, he immediately just, like, flexes that he has that knowledge.
I don't know. The movie sounded pretty bad from one of my things I've heard. Galaxy movie.
There's a lot of is there a lore reason is he stupid going on in that particular scene? Because Wart is just a moron in how he handles that scene.
Tails or heads, call it. And I think you know the context for that meme.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to tell. I'm watching this video on Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. So I'll just pretend this is an April Fool's joke. I'm all for nitpickers. Okay, this isn't nitpicking. But sometimes you have to pretend to be upset over nothing. For the money. No, that's not how grifters or shills work. I'm sorry to tell you that, but people don't get paid by these companies to do this. Like, just to hate on something. Well...
Yeah, no, we're being paid by Disney to do this.
Disney wants...
We're getting a big fat paycheck from the makers of Elio.
Oh, hey, Bob Iger. Yeah, you can just leave it on a desk. Yep, there we go. See you tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Bob Iger was just...
Yeah.
We're buds. Do you guys want to do another one, or what's the consensus?
Is there another one?
There are like 10.
The analysis series is 12 videos.
Oh.
Egregious.
But I don't want.
Oh.
I didn't want to do all of them because they're obviously all kind of the same schlock. But he does have one about Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I think would be interesting to see. I guess. So Wario, if you want to find that one real quick.
I mean, I'd be curious to watch that at some point, but I don't think I have time for another video.
Oh, well.
Oh, he actually is doing a whole series of Galaxy movie ones now. Wow.
Let's check out his channel. I'll be right there.
Darth Vader, no. .mp3.
No.
No.
Let's see here. 1.44 million subscribers. Wowzers.
Yeah, there is indeed a Game Explain fan base.
I don't see. Where's he talking about?
It's on his homepage right now. Oh, it's 13 days ago.
I don't. I can't find it.
Here it is.
There's a huge luck problem. That's a really weird
It
way of
does.
wording, like understanding like convenience and plot. I think that's what he's trying to say. I don't
It
really know.
does, and he's right, but
Well, we don't have to watch anything else today then, because I mean, I was already planning.
Yeah.
This guy is clearly like such like a clown. That'd be funny just to like randomly bring up one of his small videos when we're doing something else. So I mean, we have a lot lined up now. Next up, we're gonna start having like equivalents of stuff we've actually watched on the Cyclone Theater, and like people praising it. So we had the guy who Waluigi found, who was like gushing about
the Spider-Man
the
eye
Spider-Man
shot.
Spider-Man eye shot in the
Yeah.
shower, and also saying that the Superman actor supports ICE, and he's not allowed to do that because he played Superman, which is like, what are you talking about? So he'll be covered. Also, he has a lot of awful reviews on Last Jedi, Falcon Winter Soldier, a lot of other modern stuff. That's horrible. So he's gonna come up next, and also Chef. We have the Last Jedi video of his, Epic
Oh, boy.
Musical, and Rise of Skywalker, and a few other things that I found that I think will be fun. I've also made downloads as well because I'm convinced people are gonna take some of these videos down because they're just so awful. But you know, I've been proven wrong before. But yeah, I mean, I think this went well. Game Explained was it was more just like, I think it was more just like kind of funny, just how like competent it
Yeah.
was. I feel like the first video was a lot more better put together, and he clearly actually seemed to believe what he was saying. Game Explained just, I can't believe he like 1.4 million subscribers and a Patreon. Why are you people paying for this, man?
It's just like a place to get news about what's happening with Nintendo. I don't know why, like, staying all the way through one of his videos that's not just this announcement came out or this leak dropped, here's how credible it is. I don't really know if that many people do that. If you look at the viewership on these even, it's way lower than any of his videos. They're just like announce thing, point out leak of thing. Like, most people are just watching for that. They're not watching for these movie reviews.
Right. And I don't know, like there's just so many better ways you could do this. Like freaking Phil Skidum is a good enough channel for news because he always does something on everything, like cartoons and Nintendo and stuff. Or just, you know, use the internet. I don't know. He doesn't, this guy, his voice is good for video making, but he's just not well spoken, or he's not really making sense either.
I just realized I'm subscribed to him.
The cult, really?
I had him just so I would get speed dial news about
Just
Wario. But now that that's over, I
Oh, was
unsubbed.
that his video you guys were posting when you're doing a half schizo melt about how the tripod thing was Wario? Was that his video? Game Explainer
Well, no, it was my video. He was incorrect. I was correct.
I don't think you were. It wasn't Wario.
I was right until I wasn't.
Ah, of course.
It was a way better argument than any of his arguments for why his theories were correct.
Well,
He just really lucked into the stupidest possible things happening.
To call that series analysis, like that's just a joke. Like, come on. It's just, I don't know. Do something else. Stick to your day job of like giving really like clickbaity updates on Nintendo
He's a
stuff.
big clickbait master.
You'll be calling yourself Game Explained and like give like the worst analysis of video games that we've seen in a long time.
He doesn't
It
explain.
just doesn't. You do not explain. You don't quantify anything you say. It just is sad. And there's like hundreds of channels like this.
Yeah.
Making tons of money. Well, that's about it. So I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to say or do, but I think we're done with.
I got angry enough at the first video.
Yeah, no, that was great. I thought just Tubering number 2 was a success. More to come.
Indeed.
But few and far between. I think we'll do a probably a theater next. What is up next? Probably like a Marvel show or Star Wars show. We could do Obi-Wan or something next. It's been a while. We'll see
Oh,
what
yes.
we got, but All right. Well, farewell, Mecha Asteroids and all that. Good luck on getting
Well, the only
dinosaurs to build themselves.
masterpieces are
Oh yeah,
Pepsi Man,
dating sim.
Wario Land 4, Pepsi Man again, YRPG 2, McDonald's.
The Mystery Cyclone Theater endorses all these responses. If we don't have any other contradicting, go over